shit talking.
Taco Bell.
Alright, here's the chat.
Wait.
Thank you.
Kimmy, what did you get there?
I don't know. I thought I got a crunch wrap, but I guess I didn't. I got a taco something rather, and I don't know.
Because what's left in here is what I got.
Oh, I guess.
So all this left is...
Okay, I guess they didn't get my crunch wrap.
Wait, do you have a receipt?
Yeah.
Wait, can I see your order? Okay, we're gonna decide whether you get a tip in a second, motherfucker.
Didn't do his job. Or
Wait, hold on. How do I get out of this? Can you send tip later?
No, you don't.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Do you want to help?
I mean, he did say that he liked my sweater. I'll give him $1.
Alright, let's see if you...
Are we live?
Yeah, we are. Let me turn off the music in a second. No, you got a contract. You just didn't get the contract.
This mother trucker, my Postmates didn't give me my crunch wrap.
Who ordered the spicy tostada?
Well, I kind of put this in the order like last minute just to put it in. What the heck is this? Are you kidding me?
There are 2 orders of 10 bucks.
You want one of my tacos?
What is this?
That's a tostada.
Interesting. No, it's okay. I'll eat.
No, I have 3 tacos.
Oh no, there's a lot of steak over there. I think some steak.
Are you sure I don't want my tacos?
Yeah, it's yours.
You don't have to knee me when you want me to scooch you over.
Why is that so? That sounds so weird.
That's how friends should be.
It's abusive.
Mimi.
You know, on stream, I told people that I could probably stick my finger up any of my friends' nose.
Oh, I remember
Okay,
that because I rated you. And you
I
told
was
me.
really hoping you would say nose.
And I'm like totally comfortable enough to do that to anybody. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it would be Peter right now?
Yeah, I would do it to you too.
You would be comfortable enough to stick your finger up
Oh.
Peter's nose?
Oh my God.
And my nose?
Wow.
You guys might not like it, but I can do it.
Does that make her a bad friend?
I need proof, Celine.
Oh, there's like a level of freshness in this taco that Taco Bell does not usually have. I don't know how to feel about it.
I would have liked it if I would have put it in if it was cups of cream.
Sorry, this is probably like the most.
Oh my god, Daphne, your hair's so long.
I know, she has a hair brace.
A mermaid.
Sorry, this is like the most unprofessional start to the podcast ever.
Oh, we started?
Yeah? This is live right now. Oh shoot. Oh my god, thank god. Oh my god, what if you leaked something? That would have been so bad.
No, I knew you were streaming. Hey, chat. Oh, chat's right there.
Oh shoot, that's tiny.
Can we make it
Let's make chat bigger.
Oh, we can also get another laptop.
Okay,
Yeah.
make them bigger?
Okay, chat, you
Chat
lost
bro.
too much weight. You need to eat more. Get bigger. Oh yeah. Chat, look.
You're huge.
Bigger. Bigger. Oh wait, this is perfect actually.
If there was a Taco Bell near me, I'd get so fat.
I'm already fat.
I like how you say that, and yet there are like all these amazing food places nearby you.
Here.
But Taco Bell
Actually, I really like this tree over here. Let me position it like this.
I probably Taco Bell every day.
Yeah.
Because sushi every day doesn't make you fat.
What is this? Dad, can you
Ramen noodle.
not? side.
Wait, no, it wouldn't.
Oh my Daph!
Oh my god!
The angel side.
Oh my
Daph!
god! He's huge!
Wait, didn't somebody just get banned for 2D nudity?
Wait, this is not nude. Look at him. I'm just kidding. But
Well, it
Oh
wasn't.
my god, please.
wait, maybe.
It was a nude girl.
Put the stained pillow away.
Oh shoot, let me turn off the music.
Oh, it doesn't even have nipples. I'm sorry.
Daph is a pervert.
Daph
Real
is
pervert.
pervert.
This is an angel, and then this is the devil. Okay, stop.
Daph is the pervert.
Okay.
Timmy.
Okay, there you go, Kimi. I got it for you.
Is it
Oh,
called a
fucking well.
symbol?
I don't know, maybe. You know, have some men.
Why does no one say Peter is pervert? Peter is a guy. And you guys live vicariously through Peter. And you would never call yourself a pervert.
Yeah, they would. I bet you right now someone's gonna be like, I'm a pervert with like hands up or something.
No, I don't think anyone would.
I'm almost certain someone's gonna be like, I'm a pervert, hands up. Hands up.
Oh my god.
Look at it. Right there. Boom. Look at all these perverts.
Chat just wants any excuse to hands up. Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Plobcast. And by this week's I mean
Like a month later.
This month's podcast.
this biannual Plobcast. As you guys can see, I'm in a new place. This is my new apartment, and this is Peter's and I was gonna say and Daph. This is Peter and Celine's first time here. I mean, like, okay, technically you're here, but like nothing else was here, so does that really count? Like,
So I guess I only exist when there are other things around me.
no, I didn't mean that, Peter. I didn't mean that. No, okay. I'm saying that it's Celine's first time here, period, and it's Peter's second time here. Okay. Already bullying Peter? I don't bully people. I've never bullied anyone.
You were kneeing me at the beginning of this stream.
Well, no, I just said scoot you over. Hey, come on. How does your entire body go?
Physics!
Physics?
It's a good start.
Alright, well. We ordered Taco Bell. And they didn't get my order in. That was kind of sad. Let me just let me turn the music off real fast. So this doesn't get copyrighted.
I cooked it too long.
Daphne steak.
Your lock screen is Peepo. That's so cute.
Of course I'm gonna have my handsome son be my lock screen.
So tiny.
You guys see that? Oh. No. Oh. There we go.
Aww.
I am a boomer.
Okay, so let me just like get this straight. Boomer is people.
Hello? There we go. Oh. There we go.
Okay, boomer are people born in before 1990.
No, boomers is like, they're like 50 to 60, 70 years old now.
Okay, then why does everyone call me a boomer?
Because they hate us.
What? This whole time I thought. Wow. Okay. Why is one person eating a real steak? Well, it's because Daph is the only healthy one here.
Here, have my taco.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Gotta feed the old people sometimes.
Huh?
My cheese just fell out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm slowly getting there.
Alright.
Oh, you are so far from old.
You make it sound like you're old.
Wait, I'm the baby
Well,
here.
I don't think I'm old, which is why Daph is so
Peter,
far.
guess how old Daph is.
Do you know
21.
How old that is?
No. Oh, come on. Really?
Oh no. I just went with the safe answer.
That is very true. You're very close.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
22?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
People?
Oh, that's a closet full of chemicals. I'm gonna go ahead and close it.
Oh.
what is people doing?
I was drinking the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we don't want people to drink the chemicals.
Yeah. You wanna say hi to the chat?
Peter brought his cat over. I literally went out with
Aw,
Dad
thank
earlier
you.
today and we bought an entire litter box with litter. Just so Peter could bring people over. And what else did we do that today?
Excuse me?
We went to buy stuff.
We went to, okay, very descriptive. we went
I'm
to
just kidding. I
we
didn't know
went
what to do.
to a kitty adoption center. And they didn't have a lot of kitties there, but
Oh shit, my god. Okay.
oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Okay.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I forgot to tweet.
Okay.
Alright, let me tweet. Give me 1 minute. In the meantime,
People was on my
everyone
stage.
introduce themselves. What's your guys' names? What's your guys' favorite color? And
Sorry, it's a
also
little tough.
I feel like I'm in kindergarten.
your credit
I
card
cooked
number
it for too long.
and your socials. Alright, okay. Let me give you guys a question.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Okay, oh my god. Okay, so every single time we were in a new classroom, the teacher would always go around and tell us to say our name and one interesting fact about us. What was your guys' interesting fact? You guys have that question too, right? You guys have never had that question?
No, we had, but that was like my least favorite part of any class.
Same.
Yeah, but that's the one thing I remember.
Okay, how about we just say our name and our least favorite thing about Kimi? So I'll
But
start.
It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, I can't even think of something.
Thank you, Daph.
And I'm her roommate.
Thank you.
Didn't realize she was also your biggest white knight.
Whoa, Peter.
Just forget my name for a second. Whoa! Peter!
Okay. No. Is this my wine or is that?
That's my wine.
Okay.
You already need alcohol? Is this too much? Are you being too much? I'm sorry, Daph.
No, people, don't get on the corner.
People can jump so
Oh,
high.
no, use a chair.
Okay, but still.
Alright, I'm gonna grab him just so he doesn't drop anything on the ground.
That's okay.
Pardon.
Don't knock this over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep on grabbing me, okay? You're stressing out the onions. What did I say about the hidden?
Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, luckily he didn't.
You didn't use it yet.
Yeah. Nothing happened.
Okay. Tweeted.
Applications are
you okay?
closed.
Through a journey.
What happened?
Daph, the steak is a journey.
I know, it's so tough.
That whole time you were eating the steak?
We were having a silent conversation about the steak.
No, it's like
We were bonding over the chewing.
I left it on for too long.
It was like a hyperbolic time chamber of getting our jaw muscles to be able to like,
I was
chew
waiting
metal.
for the pink, but the pink is gone after like 2 minutes. I was like,
My jaw hasn't been through something like that in a really long time.
Oh, this
You
part's
should.
better.
Never mind.
No, this part's better.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know who would love this steak? Ben would love that steak.
Oh, actually,
Uh-huh.
because he's a monster.
He loves well done.
I'll go first. Oh.
That was so funny.
I was just thinking of a joke I heard earlier.
There was a joke earlier?
Yeah, not here. Some problem.
Okay.
Here. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't go with here
Oh,
comes
you
the
want
choo-choo
it?
train.
Did you train it? No. I'm sorry.
Do I accept the choo-choo train now? Like,
Yeah.
is my mouth a train station? Do I just go forward with this?
Yeah, park it. Go.
Oh, do we park
beep,
trains?
beep, beep,
Go park the
beep,
train.
Beep, beep.
Because trains make beeping noises like that. No, just reverse. Put it in
Choo
reverse.
choo train. I love these faces.
It goes shoo shoo.
Chugga chugga. No, chugga chugga.
Oh, chugga chugga. Chugga chugga.
I mean, it just
Chugga chugga.
there's two parts.
Chugga chugga.
You both have one. Like it's not one of the.
Just say chugga chugga.
There's two parts to the fucking train. It's chugga chugga choo choo. It's not just chugga chugga or choo choo. It's both.
No, did you not want? You have to say chugga 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 4 times in choo choo.
Wait, I was.
Oh, so there's a master fucking code to
It's
this
not
shit?
Borderlands. It's tutorial.
I was
Okay.
referencing Nim Kappa Radio. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga.
What's Nin
Chugga
Kappa
chugga.
Radio?
Chugga chugga.
Here, let me.
No, oh my fucking god.
Okay, here, let
I'm
me
sorry.
play it.
This is harassment. I'm so sorry.
Harassment.
You're gonna get
I'm so
banned for
sorry.
bullying.
Have you never heard Radio Kappa? Nope.
See, I never heard of it. Like, there's like random parts of this steak where it's so hard to chew.
So this is like real music that people listen to?
Okay.
It almost has 1 million views. 917K.
Wait, I need to get to the chugga chugga part. Hold on.
No, we heard the chugga chugga part.
That was only one song.
Does it change?
It comes down.
Three
Are those
shots
like
in
random people talking?
You guys don't like it? How would you like it? Should I stop?
We're going on a lot of adventures today. Mentally.
No, not again. Not again, people. Not again.
Well, I like the song. Okay, moving on.
You should listen to the Gashi song.
I never
Did you
heard
read
of
that,
it.
or are you telling me that?
I'm telling you that.
What's it called?
You just call it the Gashi song.
Why do you guys know so many songs that are Twitch based?
Mostly because of my chat. Yet, that one.
I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs. Alright, we're starting off the Plobcast with some hands up!
I just imagine like the audio version of this like podcast, like an audio thing podcast.
I'm so glad it is.
So like Can you just play this song at any of their parties?
Oh no, they would just imagine if Britcom played this at
Imagine Marion did like a remix
Oh
of this.
my god.
That would be a true epic gamer moment.
If you don't like this song, I'm sorry, but like, if I skip it, like, it's like once you start playing a song, you can't like skip it, right?
So that's what I did.
You know.
Sorry.
Don't skip. Okay. Carrie, happy 51 months ago. Welcome back to the community. Thank you. I'm gonna get some. Oh, can we open up another wine? Do we have?
Daphne stream? I don't know, good question. Does Daphne stream?
Yeah, there's that.
Oh wait! I have
blue man suit thing.
I have a story time about that.
Wait, have you guys seen that picture of that? She streams with like a full body blue man suit, like it covers her face and everything. It was really funny. Oh man, have we seen that?
I would like to do that.
It's so funny.
Alright, almost done. Wrap it up. Come on, wrap it up. We need to move on with this.
I'm surprised that this is all, to be honest.
Well, I can't stop it because look, Jack starts baby raging.
Are we keying this? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No,
you want
I'm
a
kidding.
shotgun these?
No. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Have you ever shotgun the beer, Celine?
Nope, I can't like consume it fast enough, so it just spills.
I mean, the fact that we all eat talking
Alright,
about
play,
just
play.
Okay, it's almost over. It's almost over. Okay, I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't know the rule of not skipping that to me. So I'm sorry.
There we go.
Alright. So I have a story time to introduce Daphne to you guys. So it was about 5 years ago, right?
Wait, what? No! Wait! No.
Oh no, you were 16.
No! Please!
So it's about 6 years
Come on,
ago.
get distracted. Come on, look at people.
Wait, can I tell them the story?
I mean, it's okay.
Okay, so do you guys know Officer Kimi?
Oh my god, this story!
You were 16 when you did that cosplay?
I know. I did it for a free gaming mouse, okay? That I still use today.
Can I find that
I
picture
Logitech?
online?
Oh my god.
I mean, oh, people are so cute. Wait, let me show you a better picture.
So
No, I don't think we should.
Let me show you a better
I'm not really sure what you're gonna make here, but you know what, it's fine.
oh,
Wait, no, that, oh, that was such a bad picture.
Really?
Wait, get my Instagram one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. People are so cute.
Okay,
That was an internet legend before all of us.
Daph cosplayed as Officer Caitlin
For a free gaming mouse.
for a free gaming mouse.
I also
And,
did a sexy rice cosplay, by the way.
I'm sorry. A sexy Rise cosplay.
You have a picture?
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you when you did a sexy
Oh my
Rise
God.
cosplay? Oh my god.
Alright, so Daph cosplayed as Officer Caitlin.
No! Oh my god, no, let me. Okay, I'm gonna link chat. At the
Wait,
red one.
that like hella blew up though. that was I didn't know you were Officer Caitlin when we became roommates.
You know what? The best one was my sexy rice cosplay. I got you guys. Hold on, everybody. Let me link this.
Wait, this isn't you, right?
Oh, that's my bro. No, it wasn't.
Let me link chat a better one, she says.
Hold on, I got you guys. This is a.
Daph, you're so funny.
Hold on. Wait, this one. Yes.
Wait, is all the food
I
out?
linked
I've been,
it
like,
right
taking
there.
photos.
Twitter, Daphne Shaft. Okay.
Your name is Daphne the Shaft on Twitter?
It's not. No, it's not. It's supposed to be something else, but I
So what are you referring to when you say Shaft?
don't worry about it. Don't worry about
I
it.
think she's referring to the the penis body.
The penis body.
No.
The penis body. You have a very strong understanding of human anatomy. Yes, the penis body.
Honestly, Kimi, I thought you were gonna say like mine shaft. But
Oh yeah. Like, you play a lot of
Minecraft, yeah.
Yes, Minecraft. Oh. no, yeah. But what are you supposed to call it? Because it's called the shaft. So if you don't call it the shaft, you have to use a synonym.
Yeah, you have to use a
cinnamon, like cinnamon roll.
You have to use a synonym.
Yeah.
So if you
The
don't
cinnamon
understand, just
stick.
break out a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch and you'll get what the shaft is.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
the
was
shaft
thinking
is.
here.
It's not what you think. It's like the movie by
Oh, Shaft.
1990, 2019. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. So we have some beer, wine, some
Beer and snacks sound really good right
we
now.
have some dried.
Oh no!
open the beer. People are so scared. I wish you can jump this high.
Why are you drinking that so fast?
I need to be not sober for this.
Why? Hey, Peter, where are you going?
Holy shit.
Celine coming in clutch. Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know what these snacks are, these are squid that were caught in the ocean. They were slaughtered from their families. They were dried for however long they were dried for, and then sliced open into thin slices for us to enjoy.
Deep face.
Yeah.
They're really good.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Feel it.
Y'all eat too much? Well, you eat too much dick.
Oh!
Wow, you've gotten really good at that.
Oh, making everything about dicks? Yeah.
No, like sashing back.
Oh. You're getting better.
Oh, I got this. Okay, tell me that I eat too much. I want to sass back to you now. Okay.
You eat too much.
Your mom oh, Lord, is a really nice lady, but you eat too much dick.
You eat too much.
Man, was so silent.
Chat, rate that out of 10. How did she do?
Kimi is 12 out of 10. Hey! Thank you!
Oh, man.
Okay, now I understand your guys' dynamic. Let's move on.
Let's move
Hey!
Peter needs another drink. Okay, so we haven't done a Plobcast in a while. Welcome back.
Yeah, I miss these so much.
First time.
Can somebody please permaban Trey Pop 5? He keeps on saying 3 thoughts and a cuck.
And a cuck. Who's the cuck?
Who's the thought?
Peter.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit of a slut.
Oh man.
Yeah, permaban his ass. What?
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
He
So-
fucking said from his dungeon.
I can't believe he called people a slut. No.
or cuck.
Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry. People.
Yeah, if you stop dropping toys on top of my cat's head.
But he loves it. Because he's a thought. Sorry. He loves my shaft.
Daphne's popping off right now. She's wilding. Daphne's going off. Okay. So, this is Daph, she's my roommate. Peter, Celine. We haven't done a podcast in a while. This is where we basically just talk about some random topics and we just share
Bless you.
our experiences, stories, and we
Your
answer
sneeze is
your
great.
questions and stuff. We haven't done one of these in a while, so welcome back. It's nice to see you guys again. Nice to be back.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Peter, for coming. Your podcast, was it a podcast you did, or was it just like a hangout
I
session?
think it's technically a talk show
Okay,
with
well,
drinks.
Peter also did a talk show with drinks.
How do you think you guys were drunk?
We were all drunk.
Yeah, it looked like a drunk bed.
We were all drunk.
Albie was the color of Michael's red shirt.
He was starting to turn purple.
Oh my
Oh, wow, Lord.
the camera didn't pick up the purple.
At least you guys had fun.
We did.
Does somebody have a tomato emote?
I'm pretty sure that's just the default emoji. Yeah, people are spamming the tomato.
Pepe laugh point tomato. People were spamming the tomato for Albie.
Who is Celine and what does she do? That is a great question.
I'm Celine.
Hi, Celine.
What do you do?
I exist.
Fuck, you're so
True.
good at that. I'm struggling with that at the moment.
Existence is pain.
No?
Existing is hard.
It is really hard. Life is hard.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
I knew.
Cheers, chap.
Existence.
To existence.
Cheers to you, chat. You fuckers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, you effers, you frickers. Chat, you frickers.
Oh, sorry. I mispronounced it. I meant fookers. Any fookers in the chat?
How fast did you guys get drunk that day? Did
Very.
you guys like start drunk?
We started drinking when the stream started. So I got pretty drunk about an hour and a half in.
You guys were playing Never Have I Ever on stream.
Yes, we are. Yes,
Were
we
you
are.
guys drunk before that happened? Or were you guys drunk and then that happened?
I was pretty buzzed and then got drunk. Albie was just fucked up after shot number 1.
Is Albie lightweight?
He's done after a shot.
So
Wow. I was like Arya. Arya's one shot under
who
too.
lost? Never have I ever, and who won?
Oh, there was no losing or winning. It's just
Oh.
every time someone did that thing, we just drank.
Oh, got it. So,
We got drunk pretty fast.
Everybody got.
oh, so a lot of people did a lot of things.
Yeah, we all
I'd
drank
say-
a lot.
I'd say that group is pretty adventurous, so not surprised.
Skara went to a frat party as a 28-year-old man, and that was really funny to me.
Really?
No,
Isn't he 28 now?
no, he's turning 30 this year.
Oh, okay.
Didn't he go on last year? I'm just kidding. Oops.
Wait,
No, I'm just
wait,
kidding.
but you're 21 last year.
Yeah,
Wait, so you were in college last year?
But he didn't go to a frat party I went to.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay.
a pleb party.
He went to a party with you last year?
No, he was like there. I was like, what are you doing here? This is for normies.
Exposed!
And he was like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I was like, same. And it's like, what's good?
I haven't been to a normal party in a really long time. Like, not Twitch related.
It was
neither.
Twitch related.
Oh.
It was like Twitch related,
I
but it
remember
was
the one
like
from TwitchCon last
Yeah.
year. That house party.
Oh.
Were you not there?
that was
I'm sure you
like
were there.
I
almost
was.
a,
Yeah.
that was
I
like
was.
a almost frat
People were
party.
really disgustingly fucked up there.
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I was talking
People were like throwing
about.
up on walls and shit.
Yeah.
It was quite.
It was explosive.
Explosive is the word. Is
It
the
was
term.
yikes.
Anyway, moving on.
Mhm.
What are we talking about tonight, Kimi?
Okay. So I asked on Instagram to ask me questions.
I saw you
On
get
Instagram.
that other response.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a mistake at all.
Yeah, so usually everyone who asks me questions on my Instagram stories, they're usually very nice, but somebody typed, why you gotta dress like my ideal anime girlfriend, but be the most basic bitch around? It hurts my soul.
Well, that hurt.
It sounds like a guy who has like 3 body pillows in his mom's basement, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean like
Yeah, we only own one.
2 in 1 by the way.
Okay, but I did get a lot of questions. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, we got hella questions.
Yeah, you're just flexing how popular you are. We get it.
Okay, so we're gonna go through some of the questions. The first one by NZXT. They say, "How are you?" Whoever's running the social account for NZXT, you're doing a great job. Always replies to my tweets.
Aw, that's cute.
Please
I'm waiting for them
sponsor
to
me.
follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I want a sponsorship. Wait, I already bought a computer from them, so sponsorship would need.
You bought it?
When
Damn.
my computer died, I like got their most expensive package basically. I just wanted to be future proof for like many years.
I'm still using Kimi's old computer.
Oh yeah, I gave Celine my computer before I moved. Got the Alienware.
Wow.
Alright, so NTXT says, how are you? That's a good question to start off with. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Why are you feeling fantastic?
Peepo's here.
So if people are gone, you would feel less fantastic.
Aww.
Alright, people, you already got a fan.
Well, I'm glad you're here, people. Alright.
I wish chat could see people.
Next question.
Peter, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually really happy. I moved into a new place. All my roommates are really cool. I think all the group content we've been doing has been good, and yeah, everything's been going better.
awesome.
Great. And I got Peepo, and he's like,
I know.
he's my handsome son. Look at this guy. He's so good looking.
Oh, he's pretty fucking cute.
He takes after his dad. Cat.
Yeah, he does. Aww. We bought him a toy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That's what I've been doing.
Peter's house is an actual zoo. Cat W.
Honestly, it does sometimes feel like a daycare.
A daycare?
And like,
he's the daycare owner.
Who's the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
And then
Oh.
it's Stefan.
No, and then it's yeah, then it's Stefan. No,
Oh,
I think
not the same age.
no, I think Stefan and Leslie are the same age.
No, I think Stefan's older than Leslie.
Can a mod please
Oh,
ban Fluckboy, please? Whoever ban his, just get rid of him. Goodbye.
My mom?
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Goodbye. Forever.
Bye.
So it's you, Stefan / Leslie. Oldest.
No, I think Stefan might be a little older than Leslie. I think it's me, Stefan, Leslie, then Megan, then Alex.
Okay. Alex is a baby. He's not even legal yet. I mean, he's legal, but he's not drinking age legal. Alright, how about you, Daph? How are you?
You know, that would be great if I had a NZXT PC.
So you're not great.
How is it like being my roommate?
Oh, that's great, actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
especially
God,
with
so
all the
awesome.
HyperX stuff we have in the house
Eh.
that I can use. Amazing keyboard. Oh my goodness, you
Yeah.
have no idea.
I never thought-
Thanks, Daph. I'll pay you after the shoot.
Ever get someone who could actually bounce off of her with like the same level of joke.
What do you mean by same level of joke?
Same category of joke.
What would you name this category?
Why are you giving me hard questions?
I'm not giving you I feel like I'm not giving you hard questions. And so if you had to categorize their jokes, what would you categorize them as?
Define joke, Bunga. So, you didn't think somebody could outsell out me?
No, outsell is not what we were looking for.
Oh no, I'm still the biggest sellout?
No, you're,
Yeah, moving on. You know, Kimi, how are you?
Oh, well, thank you for asking, Celine. No one else seems to ever care about how I feel. You know, Celine's
True.
the only one who ever messages asking me how I am. No one else seems to care.
Sorry.
Anyway, so I'm doing pretty well. Let me tell you about my day. So today I woke up and it was pretty annoying because it was kind of hot and I was feeling kind of like bad because I had to shower today. So then I had to shower, but that took like an hour. And then I was just like dealing with a lot of work and stuff. And then, so that was taking a long time. And then after the lab, we had to go and do errands, and then we had to do so many errands. And there was traffic and stupid Google driving, and it's just so annoying.
Kimi, I'm sorry. I dropped the squid in your wine.
What? You dropped
Were you talking this whole time?
squid in my wine?
Yeah, it was me. I was trying to make dashi, wine soaked squid dashi.
Oh, smart.
This is why no one asks how you are, Kimi.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you were.
So when your previous relationships ended, Kimi, was it because they died after you told them how you were doing?
Die? Why would they die? Like in a car crash?
Oh my goodness.
What?
What is the next question? Let's go.
So what would you categorize as a joke?
Elementary.
My dear Watson. Okay. Next.
It's 11/11. Make a wish.
Elementary.
I wish I could have people.
People?
People.
Aww. Well, if you say it out loud, it won't come true.
Oh fuck.
Oh, thank the fucking Lord.
I'm still mine.
Okay.
Yo, Sean, you weren't supposed to say the wish out loud. Now Kimi would never love you.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, at least be my son, dude. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be at least a tier 3 to get like
At least.
a chance at thinking about me in that way, okay?
Yeah.
A little loser thinking that he could just like get your love.
Yeah, you sound
Without
like a
being
white knight.
a
Would you expect your boyfriend to be sub to you?
Like,
Hell
like,
yeah.
Do I meet him in my community?
No, like outside.
No, like
Like,
when
oh.
boys together dating.
Yeah, he
Like-
like,
like-
2-3 sub.
Yeah, like,
2-3?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? He better.
It should be unconditional love to sub
Yeah, I'm
tier
about
3.
tier 3, but he
wait.
should be sub to me.
Okay.
What? Okay, would it be more meaningful if he remembered to Twitch Prime you every month instead of auto resubbing? Would that be like a more romantic gesture? Like he
I
remembers to
wouldn't
Twitch.
care at that point.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to be sub.
Yeah.
I don't think that far.
I would want him to be sub as well.
What if like okay? How would you react if like you got to know him? He didn't know that you streamed on Twitch, or like you didn't know that he. How do I say this? He like resubbed to your channel for way longer than you knew him. You know what I mean? Like let's say you met this guy like
Afterwards?
3 months ago. Yeah.
Oh
And
my
then-
God.
And then
Like-
he resubs to your channel for like 25 months.
If I like the guy, I would just probably think it's cute.
Oh
if
my
I
God.
don't like the guy, well then I would be dating him, huh? Now if I like the guy, I'd probably
Wait,
think
that
it's
would be so funny. Imagine you meet a guy in real life, you fall in love with him, and then he resubs you for 25 months. Oh, I would be mind blown. But like, it is what it is. Like, good job.
I mean, there's
Good job.
Like, I don't know.
Mission complete.
I think that'd be like pretty funny.
I know, I finally got him. Come into the chat. Yes.
Okay, next question.
Alright, next question.
Okay, so I'm like playing out the atmosphere. I don't know if we want to start like easy questions or like just dive into like the.
Well, I don't know Daphne that well. I want to get to know her better.
What? Oh, okay. So in order to get to know people, we have to dive into the. Alright, when did you guys first kiss? No. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay, we have to answer it now that I said it. Alright. I think that's like a middle question. How old are you?
I think I was 15.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it like in school?
It was like a friend of school, from school.
Were you guys dating?
Wait, no, I mean
A friend of the
friend
school.
of a friend from school. Yeah, we're kind of dating. It was like,
Were you kind of dating or like
Yeah.
dating?
I guess dating.
Bless you.
I mean, we went to play like mahjong a lot. You know
Oh,
what
okay.
mahjong is?
It's that Chinese,
Yeah.
The towel game.
yeah, with the wooden blocks, right?
I think they're like.
Yeah.
I think they're wooden.
Okay.
Bless you.
Yeah, if you play with him like that, his murder minutes come out, so
It's okay.
he might claw you with it. I have like claw marks all over my legs.
It's worth it. It's worth the pain.
You know the worst part is like when he jumps up, misses, and then he tries to hold on to your leg, and
Oh
he
my
just
god.
does this over and over.
Okay,
worth it
that
for
content's really loud. Is that the air conditioning?
Yeah, it's AC.
Yeah. We can open the screen door and turn off the fan. I'm surprised I can hear it that well.
There's really loud background noise.
Yes, I'm doing this for you guys. It's not
Cat, for
bad.
those of you who have cats, this is my first cat ever. Is it normal behavior for him to like, he like sometimes will sit on my lap and look at me while I'm playing games, and then he just jumps into my face. Like he headbutts me. Is that normal? I actually don't know if
It's
that's normal.
definitely normal. Cats do it all the time.
Like I don't understand what the objective is. Like if you want my attention, you already have it. But then he literally just goes, he just tackles my head.
You want it when you're least expecting that.
No, this isn't just like a normal like headbutt. This is like literal like catapult.
Alright. Hopefully it stops soon.
Bless you.
Alrighty. Why is Peter so cute? BMac560 asks.
Oh, that's a good question. Why am I so cute, Kitty?
Cause he has Peepo, honey. Peepo.
Bless you.
Okay, if I had to say one like genuinely like cute quality about you, Peter, probably that TikTok with your mom. That was really cute. I think like people who are like really close to their parents are pretty cute.
Oh, my mom. I miss her. That's like the only thing I miss about home.
When people happy.
Is my family.
See, that's so cute.
I'm singing this week though.
Sorry, it's
Okay. was your last real job? Well, okay, streaming is a real job, okay? But I know what you mean. Okay. Who wants to start? Celine.
Cat.
I was translator for P1.
Translator for P1. That was your last job?
Yeah, and then.
Don't you currently have a normie job?
Oh yeah, I work at Kippo.
Oh, okay.
Did you forget that you worked at Kippo for a second?
I don't work at Kippo.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't technically work at Kippo.
Oh,
But
you're...
Sean and Celine like technically work at Kippo.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
You're
worked
just
at
trying to find
Kippo.
Yeah.
Before that was Just Friends. Before that was P1 translator. Before that, I had like an internship at like a non-profit legal organization
Well,
in Chicago. It was like an internship. Well, it was yeah.
So what has been your favorite work experience so far?
Discounting streaming.
Yeah, discounting streaming. And including streaming.
I don't know. I worked at a lot of different places. I worked for like entertainment industry. I worked for like marketing. I worked so many different things, and I disliked all of them.
Oh. Okay.
I like tutoring.
I hated tutoring.
I love
I
tutoring.
fucking hated it.
It was really cute, and like my students would like message me asking me for help on homework, or like sit down with them and I Facebook message it over.
It was miserable teaching kids that I knew were always going to be richer than me for the rest of my life.
How did it feel to tutor children of multimillionaires?
Wait, it's a good thing because what if they remember you and later they become rich? They'll be like, hey, Peter.
I doubt they'll
No.
remember me. Do you remember like tutors who tutored you like back in elementary school?
Yeah,
You know who they are still?
yeah,
Like you know their names? Like you'd be able to contact them if you want to?
yeah,
Really?
Really?
yeah. His name
You're-
is, well, I don't know.
You're just big brain. I don't remember any of my tutors from my childhood.
I don't remember at all.
I remember my tutor.
I never had a tutor.
You never had tutors?
But I had a violin teacher, I
It's
remember.
one
Okay.
lot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I remember the first name of my violin teacher, but I don't remember her last name. Her last name was really hard to pronounce.
Well, maybe they'll remember you. They said,
I
you said that
remember my tutors.
they said that they look at you more as like a father figure than their actual father, right?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, their dad, they would see their dad maybe once every month or 2 months.
That's so
So they
Yeah.
were very attached to me.
You should have been their dad.
Yeah, let me just do that. Hey, existing dad, fuck off.
Create that connection.
Yeah,
in the
just be
future.
their dad. Forehead.
They'll be like,
Hey!
and give me stream. I don't
Celine's
know.
converting.
Yeah,
Woo!
like, you know?
I refuse.
Okay. Next question is ideal gift from a platonic friend.
A friend?
Yeah, so I think they're asking for a gift giving advice for shopping for a platonic friend.
I feel like everyone's different.
Something they can use.
I'm actually very curious as to why this person specified platonic. Isn't every friend platonic?
Ooh. Unless.
Almost what?
Unless he doesn't want to mix signals, you know.
I guess he just wants to make it clear that has no romantic intentions.
Or
It
he's-
can't be misconstrued as something else.
Well, if it's that, I would not get her an accessory. Because if a guy gets me an accessory, that
Yeah.
just is, it's very, not platonic.
So you wouldn't want to get like a cute diamond star necklace from Pet?
No.
Wondering.
Ask in the chat, boys.
I'm saying he's like a really good friend.
I think a good gift would be like a squatty potty.
A squatty potty?
No, I'm not kidding.
We're
It's like
learning
actually.
so much about you, Dad.
I mean,
Well, she did say she likes getting useful first.
No, I was just thinking because there's humor and then there's.
You know,
I was trying to look for one today, but I couldn't find it.
Go on now. Go on.
Amazon gift card.
Send it to her PO box, please. But not a big one. I like the Daiso like old Asian ones.
you are actually. You were actually
asking you guys to get her a squatty potty right now.
Not like the big one. I like the OG one.
I took her to Daiso today.
I couldn't find it.
And she was searching around the entire store for so long. I was wondering what the heck she was doing. She's like, I can't find the stepping stool. You called it a stepping stool. And I'm like, why would you find a stepping stool at Daiso? This is like a dollar store. You don't want to like step on anything you get from a dollar store. And I was like, okay, whatever. You were trying to find a squatty potty?
Yeah, because this actual squatty potty they sell on Amazon is ridiculously too big, and you can't put it on the side.
That's the one I got though.
Yeah.
I feel like you go to a Korean market, you can find one.
Yeah, that's what I was. But I don't know where they are.
Or you can like balance toilet rolls and then put your foot on top of the toilet rolls.
That's what I used to do at like my restaurant, but I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Oh no, I drink too much.
No.
Too much water. Too much water.
I
should stop.
Oh, here's another question for Peter. When's
Peter.
Peter getting married? By
Ouch.
Bowen Dang.
Next year.
Rest in peace.
Next year?
Yeah.
To who?
I'll figure that out.
Okay. Same.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, how coincidental that both of you are getting married next year. She's the same. I have to do it.
It's her fucking fault. I never agreed to
No.
Don't just bandwagon onto my fucking wedding, okay?
She's the same.
Same as in I'm finding somebody, I'm like working on finding somebody.
Great, you guys are both working.
Wow.
I'm gonna Uber home. It's good seeing you. Thank you for having me on.
Same.
No problem. I found you someone.
Hey, don't do that. This is a PG-13 stream, sir.
Oh, sorry.
No, you need to do the glasses.
No, finger twitch, you
Or
know?
like to pick the nose or the ear or the...
Don't tell me how to flip people off, okay? I know how to flip people off.
This is a live stream of angelskimmy.com. I mean, Twitch.tv. AngelsKimmy.
AngelsKimmy.com sounds like a porn site.
No.
Okay.
AngelsKimmy.com.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a step back here. I've always wanted to change my handle, Angels Kimmy, because when I first started streaming, everyone thought I was like a porn star. Everyone thought it was oh no, you found out my job.
Nice.
No, I don't do porn. I don't watch it. I don't do it. I don't know what it is.
Yes,
No.
Yes.
No.
Say no again.
N-O Megalola.
New.
What?
I was like,
New.
that's okay.
She spelled new.
You spelled new.
I did?
You said
N-O
N-O-Omega
Omega was new.
New.
No.
New.
Can I get some news in the chat, boys?
N-O Omega lol.
New.
What?
Hey, that's like Jody, like moo.
I don't get the
I'm
reference.
a cow.
So.
Moo.
Next question.
Next question.
Oh my god, that's such a great email. What is that
All
stop
chat?
one?
Whole chat.
Oh, chat.
You should add it to your channel.
I need that one. That one's so fun. I should have a like stop email.
You should add a Keck W too.
What's Keck
No.
Can I get some Keck W's in chat,
I
boys?
hate that one so
I love
much.
Keck W so
I
much.
hate that one so ew.
Ew, what is that?
It's a man laughing.
It's so
He
funny.
looks like he's like crying in pain.
Yeah, he's crying because he's laughing so hard.
He looks like
He's,
that
like, wheezing.
cat. That cat.
Oh, the one where it's like
It's like he's
Oh,
like
the crying-
wailing.
like
yeah, the
crying
crying cat. The one's like the
Oh
crying
yeah.
It kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. Alright, next question.
first
This
impression.
video?
First impression.
You've been watching way too many clips on stream. Next video. Next video.
That's my channel, okay? Stop shitting on me, please.
True. Okay, first impressions of each other. I guess we can just go down and say everyone's first impressions. Should I start or end? I'll end. Okay, first up is Peter. Go ahead. Take it away, Peter. First impressions of all of us.
Alright, my first impression of Daph.
Oh no.
I saw the Officer Caitlin cosplay.
But that's after the first impression, though. Wait, you really watched that?
No, I didn't watch it. I just saw a photo. I was like, this is Kimmy's roommate. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Yep, that was my first impression. And then when I came here, she kept offering me alcohol over and over.
No.
So I was starting to think that she's like, oh, is this just how she treats all Koreans? It's kind of fucked up. So, yeah, that's my first impression.
True. Peter walks in and Daph is like, do you want some wine? We have some beer.
I can make you a cranberry vodka. I can make you a Moscow mule. We got some wine.
Red Bull.
No, Celine's bringing some beer. I'm like, is water okay? She's like, water.
Okay, so I worked at a restaurant and we always have to upsell drinks first because...
I'm not buying anything!
Brilliant!
We know that, yeah, that's how we start off with the customer. Anything else to drink? We have some nice cocktail, a list of cocktails, also a great selection of wine.
Okay, see, that was a misunderstanding now. It's because she understood her previous.
Yeah, it is my hospitality.
And then she went like, do you want a steak? I was like, whoa, we were just want a steak now? Like,
I'm sorry, the steak was cooked too long.
No, that's fine.
No. Apologize for that. It was great.
It was good.
That's mine.
Okay.
You guys just shared an indirect kiss. Cooties.
Cute.
My first impression of Kimmy, we were at a restaurant together when Edison came down.
Yeah.
How
No, that was before that.
How old were you?
I mean, in person
Oh,
though.
in person. Okay.
How
in
old?
person.
How old?
I was like 24.
I was 22.
Yeah.
Or
We were 21
Wow.
actually.
I didn't stream back then.
Yeah.
I was 21. You met me at 21? You met me at Jamie's age.
Why'd you have to frame it like that? No, it's weird.
Look, she's the only 21-year-old I know.
She doesn't seem 21.
Wait. This is not 10 or 30 years ago. We're not that old.
Yeah, so I met Kimmy back when Jesus first gathered the disciples, and it was a really good time.
Whoa. You met me back when Jesus first gathered the disciples?
Yeah.
So you're calling yourself ancient as well.
Yeah, I just had to live the meme now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
that's
both BC, okay? We're born in BC.
too. No, but yeah, my impression of Kimmy was that she was just very nice.
That's everyone's first impression.
And then I got debated into helping her move into her new place in Santa Monica.
I am so angel.
I was terrified of Celine when I first met her. She was very, very intimidating, and like you could tell that Celine really cares about her friends. But if it's like a stranger or someone she doesn't know well, she just basically does not give a fuck that you exist at all.
That's true.
She was just like, I don't fucking care. Your existence means, I was just like, this chair, me, we have the same value in Celine's eyes. Actually, this chair is more useful because she could sit on the chair while I just take up oxygen and I'm wasting her life. So that was the vibe that I got from Celine.
It's so true.
So we actually got to know each other over a game of Secret Hitler. And Celine,
My first impression.
yep.
no.
Celine and Jamie were both the the liberals, and I was Hitler. And
I'll explain that game.
yeah, and basically it was me, Andy, and Kimmy. I think. Were you fascist?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you were
fascist.
fascist. It
I
was
was
me,
fascist.
Kimmy, and Andy Ta. We were all fascists while I was Hitler.
Oh my gosh.
And basically, I was kind of maneuvering, and like the thing is, I was put in a position where both sides were convincing me who was wrong. So like Celine and Jamie were working so hard to get me on their side.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh man, I just don't know who to trust. And I would vote against them. And then Celine and Jamie were just like, are you serious? That's how you voted?
At one point, because I was watching this whole thing unfold. So Peter, when Peter first came to Just Friends, no one really knew him very well.
Yeah.
He just played off the Kim Jong-un meme really well. So he just during Secret Hitler, he would just play dictator role every round, no matter what. He just like, okay, if somebody accused him for being a fascist, he would literally just look them in the eye and be like, "It's because I look like Kim Jong-un, huh? It's because you think I'm a dictator because that's."
Is that how it put?
I don't
I
remember.
think she's making this up.
I'm literally not making it up.
I really don't remember.
I'm literally not making it. Anyway, so.
But yeah, so basically I would vote against Celine and Jamie's opinions. And I was like, I'm sorry guys, I just don't know who to trust. And
At what point?
Celine was just legit like, huh, okay, wow. I didn't think you, alright. And then I could just tell, like she was like, you're fucking stupid. You're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. I don't know who you are, besides the fact you are the dumbest motherfucker in this room. Fuck you. And at the very end, I got elected as chancellor by them for some reason, because they were like trying to gain my trust. And that's when I won as Hitler. And then that's when Celine was like, oh my god.
I was legit convinced until the very end that Peter was just like the dumbest person in the world. I was like, I can't believe this guy exists. I
can't believe this guy exists!
I legitimately the whole time I was just like, she thinks I'm the dumbest motherfucker on the entire planet, but I need to play this part to win.
I was like, Jamie and I have explained this in the most obvious way. There is like no other way that it's what we said could be argued against, and he just did the opposite action, and I was just.
What drove Jamie crazy is that Andy would also do the opposite thing.
Yeah, because you're so
Andy was also fascist. So you and Jamie were like looking
duped, yeah.
at Peter and Andy like,
the
are you
dumbest
guys
motherfuckers. It's like
dumb?
men are scum. Men are scum. They're the dumb. I remember when I got revealed as Hitler. Jamie literally stood up, went to the corner of the room, and screamed. Like she just was so pissed. Holy shit!
Yeah.
And you had to like stand up and like comfort her.
Yeah.
And Celine was just like, oh my god.
It just like hit me that Peter was not dumb, and I was like, oh.
No, I'm
my
convinced
God.
to this day that because of that one game, you still think like, I still think Peter's like kind of dumb. He's a little dumb. Just kind of
No,
dumb.
but I will tell you that I really thought you were the dumbest thing alive.
Oh, dumbest thing alive. I lost my humanity from that game. I was so dumb. I was dumber than a fucking rock. Holy
at that
shit.
time she still valued you the same as a chair though, right?
Less than a chair.
So in
A
her
chair has
eyes,
a
you were
use.
just
For me, I was like beyond useless. So.
I just think you were useless.
But in fact, I was the most useful person on my team.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I was actually like the most useless thing. Okay, sorry, we're still kind of low budget here. I'm still using.
So when I said I was as useful as a chair, I didn't mean to actually test me as a fucking chair.
There's no pillows here. I'm trying to dig because like dig these out of my ass.
Oh.
So that was my first impression of Celine. And since then, she still thinks I'm the dumbest motherfucker.
No, I'm not true.
Alright, so then who do you think is the dumbest? I'm not gonna make you answer that. Never mind.
Celine's like, please don't make me answer this. Alright. That was me.
I will
first.
tell you though, if I think you're dumb, I don't want to be friends with you.
Are you friends?
No, we're friends.
Oh.
I think I automatically got added as fascist, by the way. I think I was just banking on the fact that Andy, like all the attention would be put on me, so the attention
Yeah,
was
we knew
on
that Kimi was fascist.
Andy and
Okay.
Peter. For some reason, it's like people come to me and they're like, Kimi, are you liberal or fascist? And I'm like, I'm fascist.
It's like Kimi, like Mafia's gone to the point where people ask me if I'm Mafia, and I say no, and everyone knows I'm lying, and they hold down like a giggle and let me like live. It's gone to that point with Mafia, where they let me live out of pity for at least one more day. Like people like hold back their smiles as I answer that question, and I try my best to lie.
Do you just like pray that you're a villager every time?
Yes. If I'm not a villager, then it's on other people to like let me live a day so I can play the game.
Whenever I think of villager now, I just think of
Too much Minecraft.
Why are you making that motion with your hands?
Anyway, okay, so Celine, first impressions of Daphne and Peter.
Wait, did we skip you?
Oh, I said I go last.
Okay. first meet Daph?
You're right.
I don't remember. I've known you for so long. I don't remember when we first like met.
Right?
I've known Daph forever.
Holy crap. I can't even remember either.
All I know is I always thought Daph was my age, like the same age as me, and then I found out she's like 3 years younger, 2 years younger, and I was just like mind blown. I thought she was my age or even older because she was so mature. That was my first impression of Daph. Yeah, I met Daph when we were talking about like we would talk about like Seattle and like politics and like worldwide issues and environment. Like that's what Daphne and I used to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I came in here, she tried to like feed me alcohol or her steak.
It is called hospitality.
And then she was like, I built this dresser wrong. Wait, no. I built this dresser right. Damn. Oh wait, no, I built this dresser wrong.
No, yeah, Daphne and I would talk about like the issues of like the education system in America. Like that's how we would talk. So I know Daph was really mature.
Maybe she's like talking down to me because maybe I just give off an impression where like everyone thinks I'm fucking stupid the first time.
I just wanted to make sure you feel welcome.
Oh, he seems really dumb. Would you like some beer? We got some alcohol for you.
No.
I was worried that you were nervous to come into our house for the first time. I don't know.
You're very approachable, Peter.
You look like such a gentleman. I just wanted to make sure you felt right. You know?
Gentlemen want people happy.
How am I gonna strike up a conversation about world problems with you if I just met you?
No, I didn't want to mess up your hair.
Why did you pet me?
Because I didn't want to. I didn't want to like. I was
Why
gonna
did you
like.
make it touch me at all?
What?
Gentlemen, yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you guys met.
I read this article. I'm sorry, I need to interject here. I read this article that said that people who are comfortable touching people are like more likable to be around.
Really?
So you're saying Albie's unlikable? It's like straight up abused or implied.
No, the article didn't say the inverse is true.
Wow.
You know what? I can't argue against that. That is true.
I would never say anything bad about Albie. He can't make me.
There's nothing bad
It's
to say
hard
about.
to say anything.
There's nothing bad to say about.
It's so hard to say anything.
Like the only thing I could think of that I could tease him about is the fact how
He's too talented.
how red he turns when he gets drunk. That's about it.
The only flaw in his system.
That's the only thing I could beat him at in this life. Is the fucking I could outdrink Albie.
I can out genetics him
Yeah.
in
I beat
one.
Albie in a go-kart race.
Ooh.
That's the only thing I've ever tried to beat Albie at, and I successfully finished it.
Oh, sorry.
It's cool.
It was your cat. It was Peepo. See? He's tossing it around like.
He really likes. Oh my god.
Sorry.
I feel like I'm in like a 3D movie where the thing like comes right this close to your face and like never actually touches your face.
My first impression of Kimi, I first met Kimi at Anime Expo 2016.
That was so long ago.
Oh wait, that was probably my first time seeing. Oh no,
3 years ago.
I genuinely thought Kimi was like so goddamn pretty. That's like all I remember. Yeah, that's like all I remember. No, I'm serious. You were wearing that like long skirt. It was like a maxi skirt
And a
and a tank top. I thought you were so pretty.
With my long blonde
That's
hair.
all I was talking about to like you and Chrissy and Liv. Yeah, I was like, Kimi's so fucking pretty.
I never knew this.
That was my first impression. We heard me like talk, so I was like my first.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
My first impression of Peter. It's just the inverse of his
Pretty in
story.
the past tense. Past tense?
Huh?
Past tense?
No, present tense.
Okay.
But that moment, I just thought you were so goddamn pretty. Peter. Yeah, I definitely thought you was.
Iral Pepega. Iral Pepega. Not Iral Pepega. Pepegay.
What is it?
Gay?
P-E. P-E.
Oh, that
P-E-G-E. P-E. That one's Peter.
Oh my god, it's like missing the back of the camera.
I like the thumbs up one.
What?
Like someone did Pepe Gay with the thumbs up.
I love Pepegay.
Yeah, my first impression of Peter was that, well, it started off good. He was like really nice and like personable. I was like talking to Sean, just like talking to all the guys, like getting along with everyone. And then we had that secret Hitler game. I just sat there, like, mind blown that somebody could, like, deny so much logic while being so personable as a human being. I was mind blown. I was like,
So it didn't like occur to you that maybe I was fascist?
no, it did not occur to me.
You just thought it makes more sense that this guy's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
You actually five-head Peter, you know why? You set her expectations so low that now she probably thinks you're a god.
It was really funny. I was just like, wow, this guy's like really personable. He got along with everyone, super conversational, really polite. And then we had the secret Hitler game, and I was just like mind blown.
It's actually so funny because I could tell how disappointed she was in me as a human being.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe that's the same person.
Like, I felt like Peter's missing one of the lobes of his brain or something. Like,
no, I really
you could
thought
tell,
it
like,
wasn't like a screw in your brain.
I've never seen like her eyebrows. What the? Yeah. So it was
And usually I don't like give that reaction to people I've just met, but I was so baffled.
She couldn't even hide it.
I couldn't hold back.
She literally could not hide how disappointed and how like she thought it was just like the dumbest motherfucker.
I just think it's really funny that you knew that.
The entire time I knew, I was just like, oh man, she thinks I'm so fucking dumb, but like I just need to play this part.
Like, I feel bad that like I was so blatantly obvious.
Because it was just like, okay, well, they want to gain my trust. I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not sure to trust, but I feel like you should just give me a chance.
No, you like fed into it too. He was like, oh, I can see that. Oh, yeah, you make sense.
And he looked so sad and distraught.
And then as soon as after, like, when we made the decision, I was like, I would go against them and they'd be like, why? I'd be like, I just didn't know who to trust.
Oh my god.
I was so close to like slapping Peter. I was like, are you serious right now?
I could feel Jamie's murder rage. Like, she would, like, I feel like if she could murder someone with just, like, a stare, I would have been dead, like, several times over.
God, I really wish we streamed that game, man.
That was the last time I've ever
So
tried really
sad.
hard in Secret Hitler. I've never
So
been
sorry to
so
do that.
liberal in my life in that game.
Her and Jamie were so invested in the game.
Yeah, we were. Jamie and I were so liberal, we were so passionate, so into it. Dude, Jamie cried in that game.
Yeah,
She
Jamie
cried.
Yeah, Jamie cried. That's how into it we were. We
Yeah.
got so into it. Nope, Jamie cried.
After the game, I was like, Jamie, are you okay? She's like, give me a couple minutes.
Yeah!
Oh, Jamie. She like walked off by herself and Annie followed her.
She was like, just give me a couple
Like, she
minutes.
stood up, walked to the corner, and she was like, ah! She screamed, and then, like, she walked out into the kitchen, and, like, Andy was like, I'll be right back.
Oh.
It was really funny. Well, Jamie was fine after a bit. I was just like, for me, it was like the gears were slowly like clicking all together. I was like, oh my god, Peter's not a complete dumbass.
Complete is the
Well, no, I was like mind blown at how
keyword here.
smart you were.
Oh,
So,
so
I don't think I was that smart. Honestly, I think if they at least question, like, maybe Peter's
yeah, I don't know
fascist.
why we believed you so
Yeah,
much.
I was like, oh god, as soon as
To
they
be
question if
honest-
I'm fascist, I'm fucked. And then they just never questioned it. And there's like, I was like,
No, we never questioned it.
I was the trustable dumbass in their eyes.
I remember whenever Peter would try to say anything, Celine and Jamie would be like, no, just shut up, Peter. You don't know what you're talking about. Just shut up. It's okay, guys, don't listen to him. But he's liberal though. But just don't listen to him.
I'd just be like, I don't know if I'm happy about this. Or
It was a great game.
it was a good game.
Okay, Kimi, your first impressions?
That hasn't gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my first impression of Kimi, it was at that dinner we had in SF, I think.
Was
SF,
it-
right?
it
It was
was
with the twins and Yvonne and Sean.
We met for boba before, right? Did we?
I think cause we got to sit next to each other during dinner. That's when we most got to talk to each other. I think.
Okay.
And we wanted the same food. I was like, hell yeah! I like this girl already. And it was
Bless you.
oh, Kitty, come back. Okay, but yeah, I
You
think
had the best news on Twitch.
honestly, yeah, it was and then we talked more after, and it was wholesome.
What's your impression of me being your roommate?
Honestly, I had
She's still alive.
the worst roommates before, so I had no expectations for anything, honestly.
Okay.
But you're doing pretty damn well.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time someone tells me I had the worst roommates before, I'm always in my mind like, we're hearing one side of the story here. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because I bet there are situations where people had like really shitty roommates, but then their shitty roommates are like, oh my god, they were a total nightmare. Like they were like lack self-awareness.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be careful with that. She might.
Okay.
Oh, people!
Oh! Oh!
Are you okay?
Are you
Are
okay?
you okay? Oh my gosh, are you okay?
People! You want to come back? That's what you want. Yeah! This is so cute. Cute?
Oh my god.
Can you get on the fucking couch first?
The toy. She's waving the toy up a couch ledge, and people just like jumps up on the ledge and like slides down.
Like he's doing like a Mufasa impression over and over.
Oh no. Wait, okay.
Who's your impression of me?
Uh,
How long have you known me for? Because
like
like
only an hour. Wait, like
An hour?
like oh no about me. Because
About
when
you?
Kimi told me about you, I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked you up and I was like, follows you. Like
dude,
this person already knows who I am, Monka W.
Good W.
honestly, I just heard a lot of good things about you.
From
Not
who?
just from Kimi, but also like the twins. I think you know them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They love you, by the way. Big respect.
There's some pretty cool dudes.
Yeah,
With
and if
very
anyone
expensive
that
taste in
they
fashion.
love is pretty respectable.
Actually,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
was Arnaud's one of the reasons why I got Siberian.
Really?
Yeah.
Kumo!
Yeah.
Yume?
Wow. Oh,
Wait,
Oh,
Kumo
I was gonna say Kumo was
Guys,
Kumo was huge.
Yume's cat.
was Yoon's cat, also Siberian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kumo's
Yeah.
Siberian.
I like both their cats a lot.
Wait, he also has a Siberian?
no,
No,
he
he has a ragdoll.
Oh, was that not Siberian?
No, that's random.
He has like a
Oh.
flame point ragdoll.
Kumo is a Siberian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Yume is.
I like both their cats though, and like seeing their pictures all the time made me want a cat.
Yeah. But my first like in-person impression of you, I thought you were such a good guy that like comes in, he's a little bit shy. So I offer you everything I can, but you're just saying no, so I'm like, okay, I'll give him his space.
Exceptionally.
And then he offered to make our chairs for IKEA. I'm just like,
Oh no, when you're friends with Kimi, it's kind of like if you see IKEA boxes around, it's like okay, let me just get to work. Where's the screwdriver? Okay, let's just fucking get this over with.
I mean, you did a good job. First try chair, I think, very impressive, sir. You're not that dumb. You're not like those, okay, guys can get very arrogant and be like, I don't need to read the instructions. I got this. But you carefully look through it like a smart.
Oh, you see, that's because I'm dumb. Like I can't look at a bunch of pieces and be like, oh, I know how this fits together.
No, trust me. Those guys are dumb because they're trying to prove themselves that they're
Oh
not
no,
dumb.
Yume.
Oh shit, Jesus Christ.
Peepo, no.
Sorry.
Yume, don't. I mean, everyone's calling you Yume today, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Too many cats, too many names. He's pulling the cloud of dreams, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm really lucky with this guy.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Do you guys know the story like when I first met him?
Mm-hmm.
I went to the breeder. I go inside. It smells so badly of animals inside the house. I'm just like, I was like, oh god, Leslie, those are bunkers. We're just like, okay, this may have been a mistake. And then this Russian couple can't speak a word of English, right? They're like, wait, or like one word of English. That was the one word, wait, because they called the contact to translate for them over speaker. And then they're just like speaking Russian the entire time. We don't understand what they're saying. There's like Russian TV playing in the background and like smells so badly of animals. And I was just like, oh god. And he's like, Kitty? And then I was like, yeah, please. And then they bring down Peepo, and he's just like the tiniest, like cutest thing ever. And then she puts him on my lap, and then he immediately snuggles into the crook of my arm, and then he just falls asleep. And I start petting him, he starts purring right away. And yeah, that's when I knew. I was just like, I looked at Leslie, and like Leslie looked back at me, but it was just like the gentlest expression. I was like, I'm taking this guy home. And she was like, I know. So like, I just knew right away that I was gonna take him home. So yeah, this is Comrade Peepo.
Yay.
So yeah. But yeah, he was immediately just like so friendly with me. And like it took a couple hours for him to get used to my room. But then after that, like he's like very affectionate. Like when I walk around, he like walks between my legs and stuff. And yeah, he like greets me when I enter the door and stuff. And
Does he snuggle you to sleep?
yeah, he does. So he'll, like last night, he just curled up at the top of my head on my pillow and just like purred until he fell asleep.
Oh
So he's like
my
a super
gosh.
affectionate cat. And I really like him a lot. He's a little dirt though, like most cats are. But yeah, I like him a lot. Like I always wanted like, in my mind, I like the idea of having a cat that like kind of like resting on my shoulders, and he already does that. So he's a really good
That's
cat.
a perfect kitty.
He's like really friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having so much fun.
I can tell. He's so cute with you. Okay, and first impression of Celine.
I love Celine. Like, just, like, you have no idea. Like, right when I don't know when, but it was just like a dream. It was like almost a dream that when I met Celine.
Love at first sight.
I was like, oh my goodness. And
we
when
got so well.
I was like, when we had like our first conversation, I was just like mind blown. I just couldn't believe I was talking to you. I was just like,
Is she real?
Were you like starstruck or like just?
everything. Like, don't you understand?
No, yeah, I get it.
I would pick maybe Secret Hitler, but like, outside, if you weren't playing that game and you met Celine, I was just like.
No, like I could just tell that just based off her interactions with the other people, like with her friends, like you could tell that she was like a really genuine, caring person who cared about her
I
friends a
wanted to
lot.
protect her.
So
Like, like, I want to protect her from everything. Like,
but the thing is, Celine is the person that protects everyone from everything.
exactly, that's why I want to protect her. So she can protect everyone.
That's true. Must protect Celine because she doesn't protect herself. Actually, no,
She
Celine protects herself.
does. In a
I think-
great way.
I think-
Oh my god.
She's scary when she's pissed.
Exactly. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's like she
Have you
knows
have you
it,
seen her go off on someone on Twitter? It's like a beautiful,
Oh
terrifying
my
thing.
God.
It's like seeing a
Whoa.
planet get like struck by another planet. Like it just explodes in this amazing but horrifying like explosion.
When Celine goes off on Twitter, it is like you fucked up.
Oh yeah. It's like. Oh man.
Like it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's like
what?
thousands upon thousands of likes. Just like holy shit.
And like literally all of her mutuals commenting like, we stand a queen!
Like you know in the anime when like the samurai like he's like does one strike and then the guy's head falls up. That's
Yeah.
it. Just like one shot, one kill.
And then behind
Or something.
everything also gets sliced.
Yeah.
Oh, like the shot the wave.
But
Yeah,
like
like the
time
head,
miles
the head
miles
slowly
and
like
miles.
falls off, and then the blood just after it, you know.
Oh my lord, we are watching some rated R anime.
Oh, one of my first anime movies I ever watched was Ninja Scroll, which is like super fucking violent.
I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of
It was just an old school anime movie that had a lot of like sex and violence in it.
Oh, dude, my first anime was Claymore, and I was like,
Oh my God.
That is such an old anime.
I was like, what the?
We watched a really violent thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my sister was like, what the?
I remember I started reading Berserk in middle school, and that was
Oh, that fucked me up.
that was pretty
Oh my
fucked up.
god.
So, I still like I reread it recently. I was like, oh wow, this shit's like way more graphic and horrifying than I remember it to be. Like they have some like they go through some like really horrific themes.
I haven't watched it either, but I have watched Naruto.
It's okay. Berserk is not gonna end within my lifetime, so I'm just
Is it still not over?
still not
Are
over.
you
He
serious?
releases a chapter like every 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow, he must be going through some shit.
And like they just kind of went through an arc that people were looking forward to for like decades, not even lying, and then it's like the most not disappointing, but like the saddest outcome possible. Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones?
No, Game of Thrones is the worst outcome, like just shittiest outcome possible. When I'm talking about like saddest, it's like people were hoping for some kind of
Miracle?
like happy reunion, but it didn't happen that way.
Oh no.
But it was like because it didn't happen, it was like realistic. But like people were just sad.
Damn.
Actually, Berserk.
Berserk's fucked up. It goes through like all the different adult themes.
It is. I'm surprised I even read it when I was young. I was like, what the fuck?
So you guys should read Berserk though, it's good.
I will read
Art's really bad, or not really bad. It's really dated in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really good.
What's it about?
It's a story of revenge
Got it.
at its core.
So it's like kind of dark.
Extremely dark.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like murder, like mass murder, rape, violence, like everything. Tragedy.
Have you watched this thing? Oh, okay.
Extremely gory.
Is it
Extremely graphic.
Would it be worth it, chat?
It's good though. It's good. It's just really.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I do have a short attention span when it comes to anime, so I can't watch a lot of slice of life. So I do like the darker anime if I do watch an anime.
Wait, which one did you say?
I said that I have a short attention span when it comes to anime, so I gravitate towards dark anime, unlike slice of life.
What's like dark to you?
Like Madoka. Madoka's dark.
It is dark.
It is dark.
It is
By
dark.
chapter 3, someone's head gets eaten off. Wait, what's that?
That's pretty. That's like every chapter of Berserk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's like.
Every 2 pages of this.
Yeah. It's just like you almost become numb to it, and then they like top it with like some other like over the top violent act against like civilians or some shit. So yeah. All right, next question.
Oh yeah, Goblin Slayers.
Oh yeah, my first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's start with, what does it say? Daph. My first impression of you was, okay, I didn't know who you were though. It was during that Officer Caitlin cosplay. I heard about you, but I didn't know who you were.
I don't want to talk about like that. That's like so long ago
Oh, you
though.
talk about that? I
That's
thought you
like-
were so fucking sexy.
She was 16.
Oh shit, I'm a girl, I can say that. I mean like, I'm a girl who's straight. Like, I know, I'm just saying. I thought she,
It was a good cosplay. It
Yeah.
paused, chat.
Yeah, okay,
It was a
yeah.
good cosplay.
I said great was it great cosplay?
I put that shit together in like 3 days because
Yeah.
I didn't know I wanted to cosplay until my friend said, "Oh, you get free shit." I'm like, "All right, let's do this."
Wait, why did it become a meme though?
Cause it was just so awkward.
Why was it awkward?
I
didn't watch the video.
Oh, okay. It was just a really cringy interview. I had no idea what was going on. I think like Travis was trying to like throw some jokes, and I was just like, what? Cause I was so.
Were the jokes bad, or you just didn't get it?
You're just really young, I think.
I was like, I just didn't understand. I was like, what? But yeah, afterwards, like, dude, he was like my sister and her now husband were like super good buddies. Like they were like super good friends, and he's just like, he was my bro, dude. He was like, what's good, man?
Travis?
Oh no. Oh yeah, now he's a bro too now. But yeah.
So yeah, that was my first impression of Daph. And then I'd say my first real impression of Daph is when we got Boba together about a month ago. And we were chatting. Yeah, she was down for Anime Expo, and then we were just like chatting a bit. And honestly, we were just having like a good, fun conversation. And I'm like, do you want to move to LA? And she's like, what? No, I work, she's like, well, I work in Seattle right now. And I'm like, yeah, have you ever thought of living in LA? Do you want to like, you just touched my foot.
That was people.
No, that was my foot.
That was people.
You touched my toe.
You literally stepped on me before. Shit. It's not what you think, Chip. Never mind.
Wow.
You touch Kimmy's toes and she sucks on you?
Thank you for narrating, Celine. I appreciate it.
What a great relationship.
Penguin, thanks
you
for the
guys
1,000
have.
bits.
You guys are both having a marriage next
Ah,
year.
ba, 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 ba,
Wow.
Zip.
Let me see that ass clap.
Oh.
No, somebody's like literally saying those lyrics. No, I literally was just, I was reading lyrics and then the song just got stuck in my head. I'm trying to see the guy's cheer message and you guys buried him. Good job, guys. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh.
It's September 17th. Or, yeah.
Where's that message? Okay. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Me,
You're an actual fucking
Kimmy,
boomer.
and
You're an actual fucking boomer.
are scrolling at the same thing.
No, don't watch watch the clip. Oh shit.
Okay, you know, fine. I'll just. Okay. Says it's September 17th now, which means I have been following Kimi for a year.
Wow.
Thank you, Penguin.
Congratulations. 12 months.
Happy 1 year.
Happy anniversary.
Happy Beal's birthday, man.
Yeah, you and Kimi get to go on a date now. That's a 12-month sub.
All you need to do is
Wait.
rewatch that McDonald's clip.
But
That's
been
the
subs
clip.
me
Oh,
for
no,
12
she-
months.
It's a date.
Yeah, I've been waiting
For what?
to unsub.
Oh, okay. Thought you were gonna say a date.
Nope, hell no. Anyway.
No, that one.
No,
Remember
my
we
other
saw-
first impression of you is that you were a Ken or Shen main.
Shenpai.
Oh! Okay, sorry. I just had to yawn real quick.
My first impression. What a yawn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss.
Shenpai.
Yeah, my first impression of Daphne, like non-IRL, was that she was a Shen main and her lead name was Godgasm.
I remember like seeing your Twitch.tv or your Twitch account. I was like,
changed it.
oh wait, fuck, is it Daft Dog? Is it Daft? What is it? Godgasm. Okay.
I had to change it. I just.
Huh. Okay.
That's why I had to change it because of these impressions of me were going wild.
What is your Twitch now?
It's like Daphne. Well, oh Jesus, the F was taken, so I just did Daphne.
That's Una.
I have no idea how to spell that.
It's
to be
just
That's UNA.
honest. Oh,
Daphne.
Dafuna.
yeah,
Dafuna.
but it's,
Oh, Dafuna.
every other Daph was taken, so.
So I thought, okay, so I mean, my first impression of you is that you are down. You're like so down.
Yeah.
My impression of Daphne and Celine are very similar. They're both down. You know, I like being surrounded by people who are down. Like I think if you're down, we're gonna get along.
She means we're down to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She keeps saying down without finishing
I know.
what down means.
What
She
do you
means
mean?
we're down to do
And then
things.
Peter's making that face every time.
This is just my face. Shit.
I just like.
What am I supposed to do with my face?
That's the saying. We like to get down. I mean, we like to be down.
I know what you mean, like down ass bitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Daphne's a down ass bitch.
Like open to do things.
Oh, sorry.
Accepting or
Daphne's very
yeah.
open to do things, and she's very, very nice and
Sorry, if you don't finish it, people are gonna think down to clown.
down proud.
Stop
that.
I know what you
That.
Oh,
Down to clown.
Daniel. Okay.
Like down to clown around. Down to clown like Charlie Brown. Never mind.
Like watch.
That's a lot of rhymes.
Wow, nice rap. Sorry.
Never mind.
So yeah, so my first impression of Daphne, I got voted with her a month ago. She was working in Seattle, and I asked if she wanted to move to LA next month, and she said yes, and now we're here.
Hey.
So you're trapped here.
No, I mean, I'd say I am more free here now to do whatever I want.
Oh, so the brainwashing from Kimi worked.
So I get a rush out of doing things
Peepo.
without I get a rush out of doing things without planning. Does that make sense? So I'm like this next year with Daph will either be surprisingly fun or surprisingly bad but memories, something to talk about, something to like experience.
1 year from now. Could you believe how crazy Daphne ended up being?
Oh my God.
She was so crazy.
Just like Just Friends was. Crazy good. That's why.
Yeah, that's what people think of crazy good when it comes to Just Friends. Crazy good.
So that was my impression of Daph. Peter! I thought Peter was a Chad. I thought he was like the Chadish Chad. Oh yeah, that's the sprinklers outside. Because, okay, why are you guys so surprised? Do you guys not think Peter's a Chad? I still think he's a Chad. Like a different kind of Chad, but still a Chad. But like maybe like not. Anyway, so I met Peter at UC San Diego. We were eating with a huge group of people. We literally rented out a table at this dim sum restaurant and had like 30 people at this table, and they were all part of his fraternity. Edison was there too. I was Edison's guest. I was 21. This is a long time ago. I was Edison's guest, and this is before he met Leslie. This is before I met Leslie, and I met Peter there. Peter was the president.
Oh my god, I knew you when you didn't know Leslie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So Peter was the president of his fraternity at UC San Diego. This guy. I know, right? Wow, crazy. So, I mean, it's not surprising. Like, you have a lot of presidency qualities. So, what was I saying? So yeah, when I first met him, Edison was like he was like Peter was Edison's president in the fraternity.
No, Edison was no longer at UCSD when he left.
Oh, well, didn't you assign Edison his little or his big?
I had a position, but I wasn't president back then.
Oh, okay, so he was on board, I guess. So Peter was on board, and he like even assigned Edison his big sis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was 4 years younger than him, I think. She was I want to say she was either a freshman or a sophomore in college. She was really young, and Edison was like 21 or 22 at the time.
Edison was 21 or 22?
Yeah.
And she was 4 years younger?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Something like that. And then
Everyone still
like
thought
both Edison and his big
Yeah.
thought it was a terrible match at first. Like how the
Yeah.
fuck, like what? And then
Yeah.
they ended up becoming actually a really good match.
Yeah.
That was like one of the matches I was really proud of. I remember.
Oh,
So.
good job.
Yeah, so that was my first impression of Peter. I thought he was like super popular, and I thought like he just had, he was really popular, really friendly.
And you're absolutely right. I was so cool, man. And then Twitch happened.
Cap.
Excuse me.
I think you're cooler now that Twitch happened. What was those shifty eyes, Celine? You kind of like shift those eyes to the. Huh?
What? I was not paying attention.
Oh, okay, maybe just.
Oof.
Anyway, so no, but
You hate to hear it.
but no cap though. Yeah, I would talk to everyone, and they would always turn to Peter for help and stuff, and that was.
I was like 70 pounds heavier too when Kimi met me. I was a big boy.
You look just as great as you do now, but now you look a bit greater. Not because of the weight though, but because you are friends with me now, and I think my friends look greater as they become closer friends with me. It's like, you know how like when you first get a puppy, it's so cute, but then like as you own the puppy more, you're like, oh my god, it's even cuter. Like for Celine too. Like when I met her, I'm like, wow, she's amazing. But like now, I'm like, oh my god, she's like amazing.
What changed for Celine?
Huh?
What changed for Celine?
What do you mean?
Appearance-wise?
Appearance?
Yeah.
Oh, because like you lost weight.
Yeah.
So Celine. I'd say hair.
Oh yeah, the hair.
Yeah, definitely hair.
Like, do magical.
Hair.
I mean, you're magical
She
at
always
first,
had-
but you're like god.
I think the hair really brought out your like fairy charm.
You know what you do, Kimi? So you'll like insult someone, and then you come up with the most elaborate like story ever to explain why it wasn't an insult. Like it will be like 45, like an hour long. Like just like it's like, Peter, you are ugly. But let me explain to you. Hold on, give me a second. Let me explain to you why being ugly is actually a very valuable trait as a friend.
But I would never call you ugly.
And then and then at the end of it, Celine's like, oh, yeah, you were talking. Right.
I have a habit of tuning Kimi out.
Yeah.
No, she knows this.
Yeah.
And she knows this. I told her. I was like, Kimi, sometimes it's like hard to like grasp on what you're saying.
I get in my own like
There's this
You're in the Kimi zone.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
like
there's this
Kimi zone.
point in like her sentences where she starts
Come on, man.
veering off.
I'm like trying to get
And-
better at
no,
it.
like I visualize it. It's like a fork in the road when Kimi starts like splitting her thoughts like that.
There's
Both routes are like kind of a lose-lose situation, and by that point I tune her out because I just know either way it goes, it's gonna be
I just see
a
it as
lose
like
for someone.
there was like the main story, and then there's like the DLC DLC route, and then like it makes more sense if you just go along the main story.
Yeah.
But no, you just go like through the whole entire DLC route, and you finish the DLC, and then you go back to the main story, and you're just like, I don't remember what I was doing when I went on this route.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah, Kimi and I had a discussion about this. I kept losing Kimi.
Yeah.
And Arya kept losing.
No, I think it's because I lived alone for the past year.
So you forgot how to talk like a human being.
I forgot to vocalize what I think about. Does that make sense? Like I think about things. When you think about things, but you don't say it out loud.
Don't you stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did you talk about your first impression of Celine yet?
No.
We're still on YouTube.
No, I think we're finished with me.
Oh man, you're right. I did go down DLC paths. This has been so long. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll speed it up a bit. Okay. So then, for Celine, my first impression of Celine, I'd say my first real impression of Celine because like, I'm just gonna say my first impression of Celine was that I needed to go to Korea through all K-pop a few years ago, and they said I could bring a friend. And I wanted to bring a friend who was Korean so they could help me.
Wow.
Oh, wow!
Whoa.
Laminator, thanks for gifting 20,000 subs!
Wow, 20,000.
Pog, thank you! Sub rain! Thank you! Welcome, everyone. Okay, I would say that, okay, where was I? Okay, had to go to Korea, dated a friend. Annie was busy, and I didn't have any other Korean friends at the time. So then Annie was like, how about Celine? And I'm like, who's Celine? And she's like, let me introduce you guys. And so I just asked Celine, I'm like, hey, like, I know we never talked before, but like, do you want to come to Korea with me? And Celine was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we went to Korea.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's literally
It's
like,
actually cool.
yeah, Celine was just down AF.
That was like a very random interaction that ended up becoming a good friendship.
Yeah, and then that was 3+ years ago.
Yeah.
I thought you said Greek plus years ago.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't think Greek is so big a person. He counts as like time
Greek
span.
lost like 200 pounds.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks great. I
Yeah.
saw a selfie of him on Twitter recently, and he slimmed up. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah. Holy moly, I'm so proud of him. But yeah, so first impression of Celine was that she was like gorgeous and
A
Korean, by the
DAB.
way. What?
A DAB.
What's a DAB?
That was-
Dab? What's DAB? God, we have to uninstall that DLC pack. I don't know where it came from. It's like this dab every time you say dab. Dab! What were we talking about?
Alright, next question.
Yeah.
Oh, we're finally able to move on from this question.
Sorry. Okay, whenever I go down my DLC path, can you guys just say DLC?
No, I like it.
No, I think I need to vocalize myself more clearly. Because I think my chat starts falling asleep too.
No, but they like it. That's why they keep coming back.
True! Alright, thanks, Celine.
You're a bad person.
No, I'm a good friend.
Somebody says,
A good friend with a bad person. You could be both.
someone says, ooh, I love you guys so much.
Oh, ooh, back.
Ooh, back.
I don't condone such oohing.
You just oohed.
You're a good person though.
Guys.
Oh, one guy says, please bankrupt me. Okay,
Okay, hey. This is Kimi.
I'm waiting.
Send him your paper.
Go for it.
Well, if he only has like $2 in his bank account.
The thought is what counts.
No, it's not. Can't pay rent with thoughts.
I mean, what kind of thoughts?
Never.
What's that?
Oh, why did you punch me in the face?
I pounded your fist.
That was on my face.
So
It wasn't even a fist. I was putting my hand against my face like this and you punched it.
Sorry, my bad. Did that hurt?
Don't touch me.
Deep face.
Alright, Sorry, there are like a lot of like there are a lot of questions that aren't questions. It's just like
Bless you.
Bless you. It's just like questions like that aren't questions, you know? Like, do you like cookies? Use to that asked, do you like cookies? Like, see, I'm not.
Well, do you?
Yeah, okay. Like, and then this guy, the JC0107 says, do you eat Pepe legs? Like, I'm not gonna ask those questions. Do you guys eat frog legs?
No.
I've had it before.
I had cold frog legs in China, and it was the grossest thing ever.
How it tastes like chicken.
It does.
Cold?
I've had them fried with like Sichuan peppers. It's not bad. A little dry though.
Yeah, not my,
Sorry, peppy.
you ate Pepe legs.
No.
Right,
They're people.
let's see.
Wait, what is your preferred dessert?
Oh. That's a good one.
I like boba.
I
Okay.
consider that a drink. I
Okay.
don't really consider that dessert.
I like Black Forest cake
Oh.
with the raspberry
The
drizzle.
chocolate.
Oh, and the strawberry inside. So good. I love strawberry.
What is that?
Black Forest cake?
Do they sell that like bakeries?
It's like a really moist, dark chocolate cake with like strawberry and raspberry.
And they sell that at like restaurants?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Some
in
restaurant. American restaurant.
Black Forest cake?
Yeah.
Because the chocolate.
I'm not.
And then the berries.
All I can think of is Black Forest, like ham.
Oh, that's smoky good.
I like cheesecake.
Love cheesecake.
It's your favorite cake? No. That's Albie's favorite cake.
What is?
No, I would say it's my favorite cake, probably.
Oh, okay.
But I think Albie also really likes cheesecake, too.
Yeah, there's a couple, I just remember somebody in our friend group.
I like
likes
that.
cheesecake.
I'm gonna learn how to make chocolate chip cookies, though.
Oh, I remember the context. You know how to make cheesecake.
Yeah.
And Albie loves cheesecake.
Cheesecake is
watch
actually,
that.
basic cheesecake is actually really easy to make.
Baking stream, one, Peter, baking.
We've actually been doing a lot of cooking streams in our house.
I know.
Did you see our setup?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's crazy. It's like literally Logan Paul vlog style, but it's streaming. And Leslie and you instead
You
of
had to
Logan.
invoke Logan Paul?
No, I'm just saying his editing style is very like bah, 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 boom, bah. You know, but like you guys make it really cool. I like it. I have a short attention span, so I like watching his vlogs. They're fun to watch.
I only seen one, and that's only because of like the outrage,
Yeah.
the Japan one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
See, that was the only one I
Actually, that's the one I
did.
know. That's the one I.
I saw it, and I was like, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the editing style, not the content.
I feel like a lot of YouTube is like very jump cut
Mhm.
style, right? Because like it's supposed to prey on like the ADD of like the young audience.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I guess I just don't watch any of those vlogs. Logan and Jake were the only ones of that style I've ever watched. So I usually go with like I watch like Julian Solomita, like his vlog style is very cinematic. I watch more of those vlogs. So I mean that's why I said Logan.
I don't-
Sorry,
I don't-
didn't mean to.
Oh no, it's fine. I just don't really watch YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I only watch stuff that people link me. I don't like scroll through it.
I love YouTube. Okay, I have a good question. From Evan T says, what steps can I take to become more confident and less insecure around others? I think that's a pretty good one, because I'm still kind of trying to figure that out too.
I just fake it.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, honestly, it sucks to.
It is so true.
It sucks to like always project insecurity. You know what I mean? So like, the more confident you act, the more confident you'll feel. It really is like a positive feedback loop. Like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna pretend that I'm confident. Oh, people are perceiving me as confident. That's giving me confidence. And then it's just like, yeah, it's just hard to like fake it if you don't really know how to. So it's like,
Yeah.
just like pretend that everything is going okay.
If you don't give yourself the opportunity to like assert yourself, you'll never like get used to it or get comfortable with the idea around it. So you have to at least like try.
Yeah.
And like maybe you'll feel awkward about it at the beginning, but you'll like adjust into it. You'll understand like what makes it come off like uncomfortable, what makes you more comfortable to do it, to assert yourself, and you'll just eventually fit the role, I think.
I agree. I was really shy growing up, mainly because I moved around a lot as a child, so I never really had
Same.
many friendships that were like long lasting as a kid. So I never got to like, really get comfortable around anyone. So I think it's been like a work in progress. And what really helped me a lot actually was just really faking it till you make it and putting yourself around people you feel comfortable with. So that other people will see how you act around those people and just assume that's how you are,
I mean, I didn't really move around a lot, but I was like a super unpopular nerd. So like,
In college?
No, just like elementary through high school, and even college, I was like pretty nerdy. But in college, being nerdy was starting to become more like mainstream. Like, oh, I like playing video games. Oh, I like these kind of nerdy hobbies. Oh, they made Game of Thrones into a fucking TV show. Like, there's like all these like hobbies that people used to look down on, people began accepting. So like that kind of made transition to adulthood like a little easier, I guess. But also, yeah, surrounding yourself with people that you're comfortable with. But also, I think if you don't want to do the whole fake it till you make it strategy, it's like you look inward and see what you're unhappy about with yourself, and then you work on those things until you are happy. That is like, I think that's where like real confidence comes from.
Very true. I think, ironically enough, living alone has made me more confident than ever living with other people. Because when you're with yourself, you're forced to you're forced to like evaluate yourself, right? And really work on things to improve yourself. Sorry, DLC pack. Not, you know what? Not sorry. I don't even care. Okay? Yeah. Screw it. Sorry.
Okay, that wasn't even DLC. That was that was
really?
just normal
Okay.
input.
Okay.
It's just sometimes when you're talking about a story, like it will be like there's like tangential periods. Like that was just normal input. Yeah. You were just about to go into it right there.
Okay. Yeah, back when Leslie and I used to live together, she would go off my tangents. So so that's why when you would see us together, we just go on this wild ride together all the time.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
For her or me?
Oh, for the viewer.
Oh no, you guys love Kingsley.
I would actually love to see you guys do like just the two of you do like a talk show format and see just like where it goes.
Oh my god.
Like you go into it like going into it with like zero preparation just to see like where the conversation will go.
Okay, imagine my tangents, and now imagine Leslie going off of every single thing I say.
She is actually really good at like adding on to like what's being already discussed.
Yeah, she's great at that.
So when it comes to like you going on tangents, I can see how like every tangent you have, she like adds her own tangent. It's like, let me just add this tangent to your tangent, and then like every 15 minutes you'll just be like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, we go on this winding road to Nowheresville, but it's like Leslie's the type where like you really enjoy the journey of what you're going through. What were we talking about? Okay. Confidence, yeah.
Yeah. Just get buff. I was gonna say something.
Yeah, getting buff is a good one too.
What were you gonna say, Celine?
I completely forgot. I remember when Peter was talking, and then I forgot in the process.
Honestly, getting buff is easy. It just requires commitment.
Fear of failure. Confidence comes from letting go of fear of failure. That's what I was going to say.
That's true.
If you have a lot of fear of failure, it's so hard to
That is so true.
make yourself confident.
That is so true.
That's like the first thing you have to tackle, I think. Realizing that even if you fail, people will love you, you're human, you move on, you change, the world moves on.
And ironically enough, once you let go of fear of failure, you'll find success more.
Yup, everything becomes easier.
And once you find success, that will give you tangible things to be confident about.
Also, there's that quote from Adventure Time. It's like, being really bad at something is like the first step to be sort of good at something.
Yeah, because how are you gonna open up yourself to learning more about that thing if you don't see it, right? I mean, yeah. So back when people ask me all the time, how do I start streaming?
Just start streaming, forehead.
You just start streaming. We all started at 15 viewers, 5 viewers, 2 viewers.
Started at 15. Look at this, it's flexing. 15. Okay. I have 15 viewers now. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, but I mean, how many viewers do you have at your first stream?
0.
Not even
one. No, my mom didn't even know I was streaming. I thought I had one person in the chat, but it turns out it's like the default one. That's
you.
Yeah. So I was like talking to who I thought was one viewer, and it was just me. And then I would check the viewer list, and I'm like, oh, there's like 4 people in here. Turns out like it's all the bots that like are automatically in like every fucking channel. So I was just good times.
Okay, so I have a genuine question. If you because I know it's hard to talk when there's no one chatting, but knowing that you don't have anyone in your stream, I can't imagine how hard it is as a streamer to put on their stream when they know not only is there no one talking, there is no one in your stream.
I read an article like a couple months ago about like some guy that interviewed Twitch streamers that have been streaming for years to 0 viewers. Like literally 0 viewers. For years.
You would think that like by like, you know, unless they do it for fun, but like you would think that by like, you know, like after maybe like a few months you start to realize that you have to, you know, befriend other people, social media, get your friends involved, you know.
But like some of these people have like no friends, like actually no friends, have social anxiety, so they're afraid to meet new friends. And like they find that streaming themselves is like the easiest way to put themselves out there. But the problem is that there's so many people streaming like you're a fish in a humongous ocean of people.
Was this a recent article?
It was kind of a while ago.
Because right now it's even more brutal.
It was like sometime this year. So yeah, it's hard, man. Like people ask me like, what's the best way to like grow your channel? And I just tell them like, you shouldn't get any advice from me because I lucked out. You know what I mean? I lucked out. I got exposure from people who are already established, and then I just got lucky enough where like people end up enjoying my content by discovering me through other people. Like if I had to start from like scratch, I think I'd be fucked. Like actually, so, or like maybe I wouldn't be fucked, but it would have taken way longer to get to the 15 viewers that I have now. So like it's hard, man.
You have a really loyal 15 viewers. I see them spamming your emotes a lot.
Yeah, it's because I gifted the subs. I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm like really grateful for my community. But in reality, it's just like in an alternate timeline where like I didn't have the exposure that I got from like a lot of people that I already knew. I don't know where I would be at right now.
I was a Maple Story superstar. So when I started streaming on Twitch, I had my Maple Story friends watching me and supporting me. That's cool. That's how I started.
My league friends told me to start streaming, so I streamed. I think my first stream was like 2014, 2015. I don't remember. But like, because my league friends all like told me to stream, like they told everyone, and they posted everywhere. So I had like.
You guys remember League of Honeys?
I remember that.
What the fuck is League of Honeys? That
I
sounds
don't
like
know League of Honeys.
Facebook group.
That sounds like porn.
It was a Facebook group for female league streamers.
Like guys can join it?
I'm not sure actually. So
it was like people like posting on there. Like their Twitch.
Oh, so it's kind of like a sellout channel for league, for girls.
Facebook group.
For
was
girls.
it just for girls?
Yeah, I think so. League of Honeys.
But was it like for other guys to find too?
No,
like,
I
were
think
only
it's,
girls
I
allowed
think
to
it's
self-promote?
for-
I never browsed it myself.
Was it literally by girls for girls?
It was by this girl named Nancy Pace, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I think I have heard of those actually.
Nancy. So I I remember I got a few, okay, I don't want to flex, but I got 40 viewers with my first week of streaming, and I always wondered how, because I didn't have that many maple syrup friends. So then I found out it was because my mod, Basic Kimchi, in Basic, he's still my mod, he posted my link on League of Honeys. And I didn't know what that was back then. So then once I found out that he was doing that, I'm like, okay, you gotta stop doing that. He also introduced me and Leslie together. Yeah, Kimchi's like my ace mod. But anyway, so what was the question? What were we talking about?
Now we're talking about confidence. I don't know how we got
Confidence! Yes! What were we talking about confidence before?
I talked about fear of failure.
Fear of fail? Yes! And then we got into streaming. Got it.
Oh yeah, just start streaming. You were talking about how to get into streaming.
Yeah, just don't
Start
keep track
streaming.
after
Yeah.
the road forks.
Just start streaming.
Yes. Yes. Next question.
Alright. Toughest next step to do after college.
Wait, what?
What's the toughest
What?
thing to do after college? Like, after college, what's your toughest challenge?
I think for most
Finding a
people.
job.
Finding a job.
No, actually, I don't think finding a job is that hard, and like you will eventually find a
Yeah.
job.
Depends on your major.
I personally think that finding and keeping friends is the hardest thing to do. No, typically.
Oh, so true, actually.
Should I use fast restroom?
Yeah.
Oh, you can use both, either one.
At the same time.
That was not even funny.
Yeah, I think actually finding and keeping friends after college is the hardest thing to do, because in college, your social network is college. Like it's so easy to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have classes, you have like organizations you could join. Like once you're done, like once you are out of that obligation zone, I guess you're in, like you could literally go to work, go home, and just rinse and repeat every day.
Mm-hmm.
And like you actually have to go out of your way to like socialize, make friends,
You have
meet
to
people.
put effort into doing these things and maintaining relationships.
And yeah, and a lot of these friendships that you have are gonna end eventually because a lot of these friends are gonna move to other cities, like they're gonna be pursuing and like going along with their own lives and stuff. Like you'll be friends still, but it's not gonna be the same.
They're gonna find relationships,
Yeah.
they're gonna start a family, they're gonna move, they're gonna...
Like oftentimes they'll be in other cities altogether. So it's just hard. Like if you're anything like me, it's hard to keep. It's hard for me to maintain friendships that I'm not in like common contact with, like naturally. So and two things, like it made me appreciate the friendships where like you could just pick up and go. Where I was just like, there's nothing weird about like, you know, I don't like the friendships where I just like, oh Peter, it's been so long since we talked.
Oh, like the bitter,
Yeah.
passive aggressive, like, when are we gonna hang out? It's been so long, you like never responded. Well, actually, okay, if I don't respond to somebody and they get bitter, I'm okay with them getting bitter, because like, I should have responded.
Well, actually, I don't know. For me, it's just like life just gets really hectic. I have a really hard time like maintaining some of that stuff. I don't know. It's just like if you make an effort to like maintain contact with me, and then I guess like it is on me for not like keeping that same like putting that same amount of energy back. It's just hard. I think it's just really hard. So
Life gets in the way after college, because when you're in college, you're also given so many things to just do together. Go to class together, study together, homework together, clubs together, eat lunch together, you know? There's so many things. You're literally put in a dorm together. So college gives you a lot of opportunities to make friends really easily, but once you all move out of college, you're like, shit,
You're like, bye.
where'd everyone go?
it's actually sorry, go ahead.
Oh, which is, I was just gonna transition that into saying that like, that's why video games opened up so many possibilities recently to like not only get friends but maintain friends, have something to do with friends, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world because we can play together or meet people through Peepo app PlobcastApp.com. Wow, what an amazing app to find friends and even a possible relationship. Over 4-star review on Google, on Apple apps right now.
Wait,
Again, not on Android yet, but almost. We're working on it.
can't
KippoApp.com.
Dude, people are telling me, like, Peter, I tried matching with you on Kippo, but you haven't responded yet. I'm like, it's because I made a fucking account on my friend's iPhone like 10,000 years ago because I have an Android phone, and I've never been able to check since. So, you know, I'm just waiting for that Android development, bro.
Soon, Siam, it's coming. But yeah, that's why I'm very thankful I found Twitch and all of you guys. Like, actually, I don't even want to think about my life before meeting everyone through Twitch, I guess.
I honestly never would have guessed that this is where life would have led me to this point.
Even a year ago, right?
Yeah, I'm really grateful for Twitch. I never thought I'd be able to, like, support myself through Twitch.
I never thought I would find meaningful friendships out of college. My meaningful friendships all came from high school, actually. And college was more about just kind of having fun, but I don't think I walked away with too many close friends from college. I mainly just wanted to get my degree, and I don't know.
Oh! Alright, stop fucking with my cat.
What? He loves it.
Don't trust that devil woman.
See, he loves me. Come back here.
Hi, honey bunny.
You wanna play?
Alright, next question.
Right. You're really good at like remembering to like move things along. Didn't you used to have a podcast before?
Yeah, I did. Me and my friends had a video game podcast. We're good.
Yeah, in college?
No, like when I moved back to LA.
After college?
Yeah, after college.
Really?
Yeah. So that's like an activity me and my friends did on a regular basis.
What were you
like,
guys talk about?
just literally video games. Like, so we would talk about like what games we played. We would talk about video game news and our take on it, things like that. So.
What video games do you play?
I mean, what ended up happening was like we all ended up being so busy with work and stuff that we would like only have time to play like one game a week, and oftentimes it would be like the same fucking game.
Wait, that's cool. Where would this be streamed?
We wouldn't stream it. We just recorded it and like we would upload it to like a podcasting website.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you learn to podcast, or was that
I
something
didn't.
that
I
just...
didn't learn. I listened to a lot of podcasts,
Okay.
and then I just like kind of like followed their format. Like I listened to this a podcast called the Giant Bombcast, which is like a bunch of like older dudes that play video games and like do that, like make a lot of video game related content, and like yeah, I really like that podcast a lot. So I try to emulate something similar to it. So.
Yeah, you seem like a natural. Oh, are you okay? Oh gosh, do you not see the gate over there? Is he okay? Yeah, from the first time I invited you on, I was very surprised. I'm like, Peter's definitely done this before.
I think like talk shows and podcasting is like my favorite format of content for me to partake in.
Yeah.
Because I just really.
Bring it back.
I really
What did
enjoy
it
it.
get back?
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah.
It was called the Control Salt Delete podcast. It's like control. It's like
Control Salt Delete.
yeah.
Wait, that's so good. Peter used to have a podcast called Control Salt Delete, and it was a video game podcast. That's so good.
Video game podcast?
It was like me and
We
my.
need to start making those again.
I'm down. I just don't know how much people would care about my opinion on a video
Are
game.
you
I
kidding
would
me?
care.
People as
People.
I just combined Peter and Peepo and it came people. Okay. Peter has actually really, really great game recommendations.
And
Actually,
anime.
he like
Yeah.
Peter's game recommendations a lot. I think, and I would love if somebody had like a blog or like some site or some cast where they talk about their favorite video games, and it's like from the opinion of someone I really like highly regard.
Chat's already spamming Control PJ Salt Delete, and it's in.
Oh shoot! I'm so sorry.
Huh?
You're not in frame.
Oh.
Ow!
Oh my god, people.
Did the camera shift, or did I just invade Celine's space?
Yeah,
You guys probably just gravitated outwards.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Here we
You,
go.
I
Oh,
repelled once Celine left. I just repelled you.
Once Celine left.
Well, yeah, because the space opened up.
Will Peter ever sell his bath water? I already have.
Ooh.
You just have to check their right sites, and you'll find it.
Link it in chat.
Real talk though, like, what is your starting price on selling your bath water?
If I sold my real bathwater.
Because I feel like everyone has like a price on it.
$1 billion.
That's still a price.
$1 billion.
If somebody was like Kimi, I will pay you like realistically, right?
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah. If somebody was like Kimi, I'll pay you. Come on, if they're like Celine, $50,000.
No, $1 billion.
This is come.
What about $1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million fucking
you
dollars.
know, science says that an average American can live their entire life off of $2 million. And he's offering you half of that.
$5
For
million.
a cup of. Okay.
I think a guy will always say a way lower price than a girl.
Of course.
I think for me,
$20.
10.
I am not that good. $20 is like, it's so much effort for me to sit in a bath, collect the water, jar it up, make sure like it's like packaged correctly, and then ship it. For $20, I'm robbing myself blind. Like, that's terrible. I think for like, you kind of have to like put it at a higher price for dignity purposes. So like, I think 10K, I would do it.
10,000?
Yeah.
Would you pay for
It's still
shipping?
higher than I thought it would be. I feel like guys would be like, oh,
I think for me, it's just like the idea of like knowing what someone might do with it might be a little weird. I don't know, but 10K is like I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, let's fucking
Yeah, okay.
do this right now.
Yeah, it's like coming to
Like,
the
without
house.
hesitation.
Yeah. So,
What about like if you dipped your finger into the water and you sold that?
Oh, I would sell that
Yeah.
for way less.
Yeah. Like, what's way less though?
Like 500,000.
That is actually much higher than I was expecting, to be honest.
I thought you were going to say $500.
That was like 10. Yeah.
Okay, $500.
I would do it for way less. $500,000. Just a casual $500,000. What about you? If you dip your finger in water?
I'm gonna just be honest here. If you want my finger dipped in water, like, I would probably, like, I mean, like, 10, 10, 5, 50, 10, 10, 10, $69,000.
$69,000.
She has a meme it too.
You
Okay,
have to
I
name
just-
it.
It's because, like, I just don't have a price. It's like,
You can't say
okay.
70K.
Okay, it's like I don't want to give an actual price because I don't know what the price would even be. It's like,
Restrooms over there? You're right back, check. I'm coming back with bath water. No problem.
You can't name
There's
it.
a cup on the
That's
side.
why it's 500,000. It's like the price that I'm willing to like,
Part with your dignity.
okay, let me give you a price that, like, I will
or
send
5
it
million.
without thinking. If you, for finger dipped water, if you say $10,000, I'll do it right now. That's a price I'll say without thinking.
$10,000.
But for bath water, the price without thinking, I'll say probably like I'm gonna say, bath water for Kimmy. Can I have some bath water? Yeah, that would probably be a couple million at least. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not about selling bath water. It's about selling part of what you believe in as a person.
Yeah.
Not saying people who do sell bath water is wrong. I'm just saying, for me, it's like selling my morals. Just a little bit of it though. Just some bath tainted morals though. It's not that bad. So like, it would, yeah. So it would just be a couple million for that. Yeah. How many bath water selling?
I would go for a lower price for myself,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have it because it'll be for a charitable donation. So I'll produce all this money and give it to a good cause. So I'll just sell it for like $1,000 each, and it'll be going to a good cause. And you guys can have fun with the water that I have showered in or whatever I've done.
use your skin cells for human duplication.
Hell yeah, more me is the better. Right? There'll be more me to be donating to the cause.
True.
Take my DNA, I'll do it. But yeah.
Did you know that, Belle Daphne, how do you pronounce her name? Belle Daphne. She's the one who sold her bathwater.
Oh,
So-
I don't know her actual name.
So somebody bought her bathwater, and they ran DNA scans, and they didn't find one single skin cell.
Ooh.
So they sued her.
Good. I mean, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, that's unlucky for her.
Okay, let me find another question.
Stay true to your causes. I mean, she could have dipped her finger. It would have been enough, right?
I don't know.
Skin cell, yeah, probably.
She could have scraped it with her, like,
She could just like.
or like
Instant
wash her
water.
hair. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to I've been avoiding these questions because we answer them every podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. You can avoid them.
But I mean, I was just gonna ask one more time, like, what do you look for in an SO?
I see.
Yeah. We end up touching on this question every podcast, but I feel like
It's like new people every single time.
New
People
people
forget it every single time.
Yeah.
People want to hear it every single time. I don't think it is. I answer the same question on the stream all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically streaming, right? It's just new people coming in asking the same questions.
So let me think. How about what is something that stands out to you when you meet somebody? How about that?
Humor.
So if they can make you laugh, first conversation.
Yeah, dude, when I asked my mom why she married my dad, she doesn't list a single thing other than that he's funny. Like, like people like usually go on and on, or they like list like at least like my dad goes on and on and on and on about my mom. If I ask my mom why she married my dad, she literally says one thing, because he's funny.
Aww.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when everything fades, you're just with this other person as your best friend, and if they can make you laugh, then you're gonna have a good life.
Yeah, you want your partner to be able to make you laugh.
Mhm.
For sure, I think.
Their smile for me.
Yeah, Peter, there's a chance.
Good to know.
And also, you have a cat. So double the chances. I'm just sorry, I'm just saying.
Today's your guys' first day meeting, yeah?
You got this, buddy. Trust
Are you gonna send me off to Little League now, Mom? Thanks.
my god.
You got this, kiddo. Just keep on trying.
What about you, Kimmy? What stands out to you in your first minutes?
Yeah, I want to, like, you said smile, right?
No.
I think it's smile. Okay, so I download DLC pack 100% download complete. Okay, so I read this article.
Oh.
Yes, you read an article.
Okay, and this article said that not to freak you guys out or anything.
Yes,
Not to freak you out, chat. But I read this article
Yes, you read this article, we established this.
that people can pick up micro transactions in people's faces. Wait, hold on.
What,
People-
Even microaggressions?
Micro differences. People can see when a smile is genuine. It reflects genuine kindness and genuine emotions. People can see that. So, yeah, that's it. What's that sound?
People's playing with the paper.
Oh, okay.
He went inside of your guys' cabinet. Your drawer.
Oh.
Interesting.
So yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Genuine smiles.
Micro transactions.
That's true. I guess if somebody were to like fake smile at me, I would find that
You can just tell a lot of the time, like when someone's like uncomfortable or like they're only smiling with like half their face.
I love it when people laugh with their like entire being, like wholeheartedly laughing. Like letting themselves go and laughing. Like I feel like that's always like the biggest, I don't know, I get so happy seeing, like not everyone does that every day, you know what I mean? So when somebody does that, when somebody manages to do that, I'm like, oh my god, that's great.
She goes live with a bunch of jokers now.
Like I love seeing people laugh.
I love that.
Like you?
What?
Have you seen yourself laugh?
No, I really don't like to watch myself.
Yeah, I got a clip for you. There has to be, I'm pretty sure. Keep talking, I'll find it.
Okay.
What do you look
so.
for in an SO, both of you?
I guess like in an SO.
I have a mosquito bite on my foot, I'm so itchy.
Like,
I'm dying.
go with menthol cream.
What?
Like menthol cream.
Oh, for my foot?
Oh, I thought you said you look for menthol.
Yeah. I was so confused.
I was like, that's a very specific thing to look for in a significant other, but already menthol cream, sure.
Well, that means they care. If they bring it, you know, they offer it. Like, how did? Okay, never mind.
Oh
Well,
my
care.
god, that reminds me, I used to be the girl who carries like Neosporin and Band-Aids in my backpack just in case somebody got hurt. But it was like for like, because like I wanted to
Wait,
be
that's
that person.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also the.
Yeah.
I was gonna say wait. I'm also that person.
Yeah, I wanted to be that person.
Yeah.
Nobody ever hurt themselves around me. I always hurt myself though, so it's great.
Well, at least you're prepared for yourself.
Yeah, I'm so clumsy.
I lived with Leslie for like 2-3 years, so I always had like everything she needed on the go because she always got herself into like some kind of like mess, hit something, scratched something, bleeding. I don't know. Leslie always randomly started her period, something rather needed Advil. Had it all in my purse. Yeah. This. Okay, I'd say something that I notice from a first impression is if somebody can get me out of my comfort zone.
Oh my god, I have blue hair.
Slapper. So, this is Celine laughing with her entire body. And my phone's broken. Okay, hold on, give me a second. So basically what happened was, Celine,
What's the context? Yeah.
she was, you were, it was like, you posted a story on Instagram before I had 10,000 followers saying, Peter is so funny, please give him a follow on Instagram. And I saw this live on stream and I was like screaming, I wanted to fucking die. And then you saw the clip of it, you're like, you're like slapping your table super fucking hard. Maybe we should.
I thought I was being
Hold on. Rewind. DLC pack download. Complete. Okay. Well, I think that Peter makes Celine laugh and Celine has a cute smile.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Just an observation. I'm just saying. Just an observation.
Oh, you're very observant, Kimi.
Coincidence, you know?
Thanks,
Just coincidence.
Thanks, Kimi.
Just a coincidence.
Thank you. Peter does make me laugh. Thank you.
And Celine does have a nice smile.
Thanks, Kimi. Yes, go on.
So what do you look for in a significant other before I end my life?
If he puts up with my trolling, I'd say so. If I can troll around with him, if I can troll around with somebody, that's like a good time.
Guess who trolls around with who? Kimi like the drill. You know, you were asking for it. Sorry, man.
My Uber's here. Kimi.
Yeah, what's up?
Kimi.
Yeah, what's up, homie?
I don't like shipping content. Also, Kimi, let's shit, Peter, with every single motherfucker with legs!
Okay, well, Celine started it.
I'm not the one who said same.
And I didn't even ship you with anyone. I just made an observation about you and Celine. You're putting words in my mouth now.
Same.
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 Shut the fuck up!
Same.
Alright, Daph, what do you see in a prospective partner?
Well, I like to have patience,
Oh.
open-mindedness, you know.
Damn.
A little bit of funny, but lots of fun, humor, you know, just all
A
of it.
little bit of funny, but lots of humor.
That's bad, but you know. All of it. I want the whole package. And then one that's very motivational, supports what you do, doesn't bring you down.
Do these exist?
I wish.
Oh.
And also doesn't rage in games, like League of Legends.
Doesn't rage in games?
Like he doesn't like get mad when he plays
Oh,
League.
that sounds like a nice.
Especially when it's like a casual game.
Anyone in chat
Like
like
how
that?
angry is angry? I get
mean,
angry.
just like gets a little frustrated. And I'm just like
no like headphones spiking, keyboard smashing, monitor breaking, mouse chucking.
yeah.
Is this normal behavior?
No,
No,
it's not, but it should not
It's
be
definitely
in your place.
But those are all the top Twitch streamers.
Yeah, that's why.
Will not be featured in this.
To be honest, I didn't even know. I don't watch Twitch that much.
Yes.
Your battery is running low.
Don't worry. I got this one, don't worry.
Dude, Dad has a backup computer for Twitch chat when the first computer dies.
Dad has a backup for everything.
Did you know? Hear me out, this sounds crazy. You could plug in your electronics as you're using them so the battery doesn't drain.
Why don't you just have two computers?
One, it might not be long enough. Okay, it is. Okay, I'll go back.
We have two Twitch chats.
Your computer just died!
Thank you, MSI, for the short battery life.
I was like, no way, that blue sign that just came up cannot, there's no fucking way that just also said your battery is low on that one. And then it fucking died.
Her backup computer for this laptop had low.
I just got fucking lectured.
Oh my god.
Peter, I'm gonna get two computers, baby rage.
Why don't you just have two computers?
I don't like that in a part.
I love annoying people.
I can tell.
I love making them like.
We have to
rage.
go.
Wait, we have to get. What the? Okay, we're back. Huh.
Wait, can we click it chat only?
Yeah. Oh, keep people sleepy.
He's so tired. He was playing so much.
Yeah, I tired of that.
That's a good thing.
Give me a pillow. It's actually this one. Then I'm gonna put them here.
I don't think I've had one stream in the past month without 10 VoDs to it.
Yeah, I remember that day. I saw you tweet 12-hour stream live like 3 times, 4 times.
One of them said first try, and I was like, okay, Kimi's having issues.
And then I tuned every single time and you weren't live. Like I clicked that link 3 times and you weren't live every single time. And I thought it was like on my end. I thought like I was having internet issues. Or like VoD loading issues.
I ended up streaming like 14 hours that day because I felt so bad. Because people were like, Baby Rage, it does 12-hour stream unless it's consecutive. Baby Rage.
It is, right?
It's a, oh yeah, it's a Monster Hunter World shirt.
Yeah, someone in chat was asking.
It's a Monster Hunter World
From
shirt.
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo, yeah.
Wow.
Do you play Monster Hunter?
Grocery store compliment today.
I demoed it.
Did you like it?
The ice one. Well, it was actually fun. I haven't got to try the first one.
Indoctrinate.
What does that mean?
You should play Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Do you have a PC that runs?
That's not gonna run Monster Hunter.
Really?
That's why I only downloaded it at the.
Yo, NTXT, what up, bro?
How do you know
Dude,
they're
sponsorship opportunity.
Dude, they liked my tweet about our Plobcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, NDXT might be here and they might be watching us.
Honestly,
they might be watching you!
There's an intern at NTXT that just like really fucking likes you. But we could probably look up who the interns are.
Aww.
Thank you.
Thanks, NDXT. Thank you, next.
You'll be next. In her heart? No.
Nice save. That's pretty good. All right.
Okay, did everyone answer that question?
What was the question?
I forgot.
What was
What
that?
are you looking at? So.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's done. Yeah.
Yeah, you just like listed a whole fucking like
Yeah.
book of reasons.
Aww. Wait, this guy,
You're
oh
so-
my gosh.
You hungry still?
Chips?
You sure? Do
Yogurt?
you need snacks? You want some snacks?
No.
You want some chips? Yeah, you want some chips?
But there's a whole basket of snacks. You want something healthy like the yogurt?
Yeah, yogurt.
Chobani?
I would like a yogurt.
You want key lime
Celine really likes yogurt.
You
Her and
want
Janet.
yogurt too?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
How do you know that Jonah and I both really like
I was in that call with you guys and we were talking about yogurt. Do I exist to you people? Am I here?
Who are you?
Did someone say something?
Alright, fuckhead.
I didn't mean it.
By the way, fuckhead and fuck ass are like my favorite insults. That are not.
So you only insult them with like your closest, most trusted friends who like you know can take it, right?
What's the insult?
Fuckhead. And also fuck ass. And also if I'm like really like pissed off, fuck ass motherfuck.
Have you ever called that to chat?
Oh no, usually when I say fuck ass motherfucker, it's like during a video game.
Oh.
I could die of fucking fuck ass motherfucking fuck. So, yeah.
I wish you weren't push to talk because I don't hear half of these things.
Oh, it's because I feel like I scare people a little bit when that happens. Usually you hear the part after it, I'll be like, fucking fuck ass and then I'll be like, this is fine. Like in chat, in like a voice call. You'll be like, okay, this is fine.
Oh, let's ask a good question. Like a whole.
Oh, yeah, so you recognize that previous questions have been of a certain quality.
Yeah, anyway, so this question is, what was the best thing to happen to you guys this year? Who would like to start?
Bless you.
Bless you. We can have a moment to think.
It's hard. It's like a lot of different things. I'm just really grateful for Twitch overall. I think Twitch has been like a really good change in my life, which I'm really grateful for.
Actually,
I'm really grateful for my community. I'm grateful for my viewers. I'm grateful for my friends that have been through Twitch. I don't know. It just seems almost like imposter syndrome sometimes. I'm like, I don't know how I have the friends that I have and the community that I have. Like, I feel undeserving. Does that make sense? So, but I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that like people are friends with me for a reason, and that like there's a reason like why they keep me around. So I'm trying to like find value within or like I'm trying to like accept the value within myself and embrace that. So I'm just like, I think this year overall has been a really good positive shift in terms of my mentality and how I look at life. So yeah.
Well, you seem a lot more like happy.
Yeah, I have been super happy. So like one thing I would highlight is like I'm really happy I moved into this new house. I think all my new roommates are really great, and I think I'm looking forward to the content we're making in the future. So yeah.
And it's been great so far.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. How about you guys? All right, good talk.
So did you know? Hold on. Let me just download this DLC pack.
Okay. That bit is dead. Like we're killing it. All right, no more DLC. It's like okay.
So Sir Miss Halton?
Yeah.
Without mentioning
Yeah.
DLC?
Yeah. Yeah, just do it.
Okay, so did you know that?
There's a foot.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll take one. I'll take.
Ooh, what's this?
Take this one.
Oh, don't ever reject people who are the mint chocolate chip.
This actually looks so fucking good. I like citrus flavored things.
Do you want a cocktail?
You're gonna say no?
Yes, I
You want a
would.
mojito?
Girl offering to make you a drink? Bruh.
You like mint?
Chat, do I take an alcoholic drink at 1 a.m.? Do I do that?
If it's not 1 a.m., then when would it be?
Oh.
Yes? Yes, can
You want a daiquiri?
I?
Do you prefer mojito or like minty, or do you want just like tart?
Surprise me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you say so.
Okay, surprise in a good way. Please don't just.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's gonna put
Like a
like
color.
a snake heart
You
in
guys
it.
want one?
You just have snake cards
You
lying
guys
around?
want one?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Peter.
So I'm drinking alone.
I'll have one too. I'll make it double.
I'll have one.
All right, triple. I just do mojitos because it's easier.
Thanks, Dad.
I said surprise me. Spoilers, come on.
Mojito with a touch of cinnamon.
Dude, did you see what happened to me in Borderlands? That clip I uploaded on Twitter?
Endless ball.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, same thing happened to me. I just quit out the game, and then.
It dropped in the middle of the sky after the cutscene.
Yeah. At the end, right?
But Toast and Janet were perfectly fine on the platform.
I was playing solo, right? And then I was just falling. And I was like, I have no idea if this is supposed to be part of the game or not. And then I looked around and I saw that I could see underneath structures, and I was like, that's
Can you
probably
hand
not
me a
supposed to.
napkin?
Oh no, you had a. Ooh.
Hurry
looks-
before
that looks
it
bad.
soaks, before it
Oh
soaks.
no, it would be terrible if the stain soaked in.
Go! I just
Nice.
But yeah, I read that imposter syndrome happens when you can't fulfill the things that you say you're gonna do. But as long as you are able to execute exactly what you say you're gonna do, then you're not an imposter.
Look, I have your clips.
Please, for my sanity, please clean your lips. Please, no.
Oh my god, Celine.
You're gone?
Mostly. Chat behave.
What were we talking about?
Huh?
No, I swear I was listening to me. Imposter syndrome. You looked up imposter syndrome. Yeah.
So what's imposter syndrome?
So basically, if you're unable to fulfill what you need to do,
Hey.
but then if you fulfill those things, then you are no longer an imposter.
I felt like a boyfriend being interrogated by their girlfriend. Like the boyfriend was just like tuned out, and the girlfriend's like, "So what did I just say?" I was like, "Oh shit." That's okay.
Hey, Peter was listening though.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Peter was listening. Dude, Peter's a freaking good listener.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was keeping track of a freaking
What
me
do you
and
think
Janet
you're
liking
doing?
yogurt conversation. Good job, Peter.
Good job, Peter.
No one's listening.
Literally, chat. We like people who listen.
True.
That means, chat, you need to give 5 subs right now. We only like good listeners. So listen to that.
True.
I'm waiting.
You know, honestly, September is like coming to an end.
Very soon.
Very soon, because you're also going to TwitchCon. Very soon. We only have like a week left. If you don't sub.
We have a fucking week left.
TwitchCon's in a week.
No, TwitchCon's in a week.
Holy moly.
And so you should use that opportunity to sub.
If you guys haven't subbed to, because it's half off. Honestly, don't even sub to my stream. Sub to theirs. Peter and Celine.
No, sub to Kimi.
Don't sub here.
Yeah, guys, listen to my channel.
Sub to my stream.
Please, sub to them. They're great people.
No.
It's okay. I don't want any subs.
No,
I don't need any. I can just go to sleep hungry again.
It's up to me.
Says that while eating your food.
Oh, sorry.
You kitchen bastard?
Oh, that's so cute. He's like curious about the kitchen.
He follows me everywhere. That's really cute.
Yeah, it sounds like we
Oh, you
definitely
got
follow
me.
you. Absolutely. You did play with him for like an hour.
I had a really good question for us.
What?
I had a really good question for us.
Did you guys even answer the question? Like, what was a good thing that happened to you
What was
this
the
year?
question?
What was a good thing that happened to you this
Oh
year?
shoot, that was the question that I had. Yeah.
Did you answer that?
Oh, do you want me to go first?
I thought you were in the middle of answering that.
Oh, was I?
I don't know how many
No, I
questions.
didn't finish. I didn't
That's
start
small
it.
guys.
Oh, nice one.
Alright.
Alright, well.
No.
Okay, great, yeah. She's shaking the mojito.
Hello, my handsome son. How are you doing? You good? No? Okay. Oh, that's
He's
good.
so active.
I'd say the best thing that happened to me this year has been moving here. Scara!
He says, "Where's Peter WTF?"
Where's Scara, WTF?
Where is he?
What up, Scar?
Scara. We have a seat right here for you.
True.
Well, I was gonna say here, but Daphne's here.
Hi.
So, yeah, I'd say the best thing that happened to me this.
Damn Kimi. He says she says that, but doesn't imply lowercase.
Sounds like Leslie. Way to fling Kimsley in the same insult. Damn!
Damn!
You better pull through next time, Scarlet, then.
Scar's like, wait a minute.
Who wants a cocktail? Wait. Oh shit.
Yeah, please don't feed my cat alcohol.
No, you're just yelling at me.
Don't worry, you won't get banned.
Actually, you won't, apparently.
It loves me.
I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm treading on thin water. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
Holy shit! Nothing.
Nothing.
If we even reference it, we're on Mocha TOS.
No, I just don't want.
We're on thin Mocha TOS ice.
I'm just meaning. Okay, anyway.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Should I be like out of frame for this?
No, you're
No,
good.
you're fine.
I'll just continue.
We just need to not get banned before TwitchCon.
The best thing that
What
happened
happens
to
if
me.
it's bad?
They refund your ticket and they don't allow you in
If you're banned during TwitchCon,
during TwitchCon. And I believe if you have a Artist Alley booth, even if you're unbanned before TwitchCon, you're no longer in good standing with them, so they won't allow you to sell on the Artist Alley. They'll cancel your booth.
That is intense.
Yeah.
That is intense.
Do you want to talk about that? Like their ban, the whole ban like standards?
every day I see some new outrage about it. Every day I see some new group of people being outraged about a different ban. I swear, every day.
It's like either someone got pissed because they got banned, or people are pissed because someone didn't get banned.
Yeah.
So.
Let's talk about this after TwitchCon. This is a good topic for Plobcast after TwitchCon.
Got it.
Okay.
While I do agree that Twitch has not been always consistent in their like banning standards, I do think that there is kind of an outrage cancel culture that is a little scary on the internet. Like as soon as you step out of line, people are hoping that your life is ruined. So especially for things that have happened like a long time ago, which is a little crazy.
That's so extra.
Yeah.
I think.
And there are definitely people on Twitter that I've noticed, there are like specific people that actively like engage with this, like with these topics, like all the time. Like they're like the first people to be like offended for people. Do you know what I mean? So it seems a little like, I don't know, for me, I read it as like very opportunistic. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh shit, they don't actually care.
Yeah,
It's more that they could hop on the bandwagon
Yeah, like.
and like get some sort of like clout or recognition for being outraged about this shit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. If you're mad, you should want that person to like improve and change.
Yeah.
And like you're mad because they don't understand that they need to like change as a person. But I see people, the whole like cancel culture thing, like be like, oh my god, this person's like terrible, like doom them for life. I'm like, bruh. People should not be like,
Yeah, they should be.
like, I don't even understand, like, where are you coming from with that? Like, why are you so mad that you want to doom this stranger that you have no idea about for, like, life to eternity? Unless they, like, freaking murdered someone, then I don't understand, but, like, I don't know, it's sometimes about, like, the most...
Hey Daph, please give me like a very reasonable amount because I have to go home
Wait,
and
this is diluted with soda water.
Oh, that looks so
Look at
yummy.
look at your ice balls.
Sorry. That
We
was...
actually have
Wait.
like ice square and ice.
you got a
ball.
square and I got 2 balls.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Intentional?
It wasn't intentional. It was just honestly.
Yeah, I have a square too.
I ran out of cubes. Okay. I ran out of cubes.
Damn, that's good.
It
Damn,
only
that's
has one
so
shot. Not that much sugar.
This is really good.
Yeah, I can tell there's not that
Yeah,
much sugar.
I love how there's not that much sugar.
But like, there's a contrast, but like.
I'm so glad I don't live with you.
Why?
I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Oh, well, you're more welcome to visit with people. Oh, people, get off the router.
Oh, what goes? Oh,
Yum, 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 yum.
I love it when he opens his mouth and doesn't say anything. He's just,
Yawning,
Yeah.
right?
no, literally, it's not yawning. It's just,
Dad, can we get one?
you have 2 dogs.
Dad, do you want a cat?
Yeah.
You have 2 rowdy boys in your life already.
Well, I don't have a pet soon.
I mean, you have your communal fish.
That's also hers.
You should get a lizard.
Oh, those are nice. I want to.
I can't handle cockroaches or like beetles or like mealworms.
How did we get here?
Oh, because that's what lizards eat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, Celine, what's something good that happened to you?
Did you even talk about what the good thing was that happened to you this week?
Yeah, no one just listened though, so it's fine. We can just move on.
Can you please repeat so that...
Okay, so what I said was that I was just really happy that I moved and I finally live with someone again because I like living alone, but it got kind of lonely. So I'm happy now. Yeah.
Me too. What about you, Daph?
What?
What's the best thing that happened to you this year?
Oh, well, the fact that I'm living with an amazing roommate. I moved all the way from Seattle from my
scripted.
boring life.
Aww.
And I lived with an amazing person who
Aww.
brought sunshine into my life, taught me so
Yes.
many things. And her dogs are so precious. Like, Hobbs and Pigs are like, you guys have no idea how precious those dogs are. Just as precious as Kimi. Oh my goodness. I'm not kidding. Like, Pigs is so cute. Oh my god, Pigs is actually really cute. And
Oh, yeah,
Hobbs is
actually-
so derpy, but he's so loving.
No, actually, Daph actually loves my dogs.
And then every time Kimi goes out, like they're just sitting at the door, they're so calm. They're just like, "Where's mom?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm here. What about me?" But they're just like, "Nah, I want
You know,
Kimi."
at night, Pix, because Daph and I sleep on the sofa every night because we don't have mattresses. Long story. Anyway, so we've been sleeping on this couch together every night, and Pix only sleeps with Daph.
Yeah.
I don't
He's so
remember the last time he slept with me. Pix like loves Daph.
He's so cute. He just comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, hug
Oh
me."
yeah, his little like piglet
Yeah.
smarts.
He's like, I'm like, "Oh, so cute," and then looks at me with his derpy face. And then Hobbs, he always tries to climb on the couch, but I'm like, no, you have to stay down. I'll pet you from there, you know. And then when I stop, he keeps like, his nose like keeps running into my hand, like, pet me more. I'm like, God damn it, fine. So cute. I want a kitty too, but.
My dog's like annoying Daph.
I mean, it's so cute. But Peepo is also so cute. But your dogs are so cute too.
Cute in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some blessies in the chat, please.
Thank you, Chad.
I'm gonna open the door.
Alright, Celine, what is the best thing that's happened to you this year?
I don't know.
Oh, you're getting into the Taco Bell, and that's what you're doing.
Oh my god, people.
I have absolutely no idea.
You're so mischievous.
Like, people came into this life is the best thing too.
No, he is actually one of the best things that happened to me this year.
Oh my god.
I was really nervous about getting a cat, but he's like the best cat I could have gotten, for sure.
Is he pretty?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I want people.
Honestly, everybody says that. So
But Daph is gonna be the one to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh my
Oh, he's purring.
He's purring so loudly.
He's a very loud purr. Super loud.
Oh,
And he purrs really easily too. I'll just pick him up and he'll start purring.
so cute. So cute.
oh my god, his paws are so dark. I love that. He's so cute.
She's like flopping around his neck. It's just like,
He's so cute.
He's living the life right now.
oh.
Look at he's just like dangling.
Did you answer the question? Sorry.
Oh, I just said I don't know.
Oh. What is a good thing that's happened to you this year?
Lots of things.
Anything that stands out in your mind? Good answer. Alright, next question, Kimmy.
Okay, next question is, what's your favorite Twitch emote?
Pepe laugh. I'd like Kick W, but I think I like Pepe laugh more.
Kick W is pretty funny too.
I like Pepe laugh as well. Pepe laugh tea time. I really like tea time, man.
Look at his
Wait, what's tea time? One. Is that
It's a gif of like dipping a tea bag and like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, people.
Hey, you don't want me to stop.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to find a question.
I can't even see it.
Oh, is that where the hand like grabs the tea and like is drinking it? It's like a emote that's supposed to be combined with like a face. So it just shows like a hand grabbing tea and like sipping it.
And I've never seen it.
Yeah, okay, do you have a question? People can always say other.
My favorite emote is definitely LOL.
Lol?
It's only because like people use that when they're laughing.
What about Lol W?
No, 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 no.
You don't know Lol W?
Well, I've probably seen it, but I don't know.
It's that one, the big version of Lol.
Oh yeah, I mean other one is fun. I just like it because oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my god, he's playing so like an engine.
Oh my gosh, you're so. Like.
But yeah, it just means that people are laughing, which I like.
I also like why people are happy too.
Okay, what's the emote that like
That's cute.
when chat spams it? Which one do you feel the happiest when chat spams in your chat?
Lol W.
D-face.
Because for me, like my channel's all about humor. So like if I like execute a joke properly or like my chat finds like something really funny that I did, like it's just like a serotonin release. It's like hell yeah.
Yeah, I like LOL too. Because like I'm not that funny, so when people laugh, I'm like, yeah.
Celine, you are really fucking funny.
Oh,
You're really funny.
I don't think I'm funny.
Like I think you have like a lot of good like both body humor and observational humor.
I don't know what that means.
Like the way you express things is so funny.
No idea what that means. It's very good.
I find your physical expressiveness like really funny, and like the things that you say in terms of like how you observe others is also really funny. If I have to explain that one more time, you are actually the stupidest fucking person on the planet, okay?
I really don't get it, but yeah, okay. I'll take it.
Sorry, your people is just so distracting. Oh my gosh. How do you get anything done? What's so funny?
Never say that time.
Celine, why'd you laugh? What's so funny?
Literally never say that sentence again.
Do I have to reiterate this?
What?
That wasn't intentional.
No. What? People is so distracting.
No, you said your Peepo is so distracting.
Nice.
You're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Your Peepo is so distracting. That's what you said word for word. I didn't even realize.
I didn't even realize I said that. Okay, you know, I think I was gonna say your cat is so distracting,
Yeah, I think
but
so
then I said
too.
your people is so distracting.
Yeah. That's why Peter was like, please don't ever say that to me ever again.
Peter, your people is so distracting. Honey. Oh, he's so cute though.
He's
Hold on,
actually
let me take a
adorable.
picture of that.
So
cute.
On you selfie for Peter.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
No.
Smile, Peter.
Peepo is so cute.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh shit, I fucking I'm on a panorama. Okay.
Oh, move your hand, you're blocking people.
He's like, no. He got his pets, now he's back to exploring.
So there seems to be a lot of questions about what the?
I'm still
Why are there two Peter faces?
Oh my fucking god, that is actually some horror movie shit.
Show chat. I don't know what that happened.
I was trying to do portrait mode, but it ended up as panorama.
That looks like it could be in like an emo, just like distorted. Like, with the F.
I got a lot of people asking this question as I scroll down, so I'm gonna ask it.
Okay, go for it.
What keeps you guys all motivated?
Motivated?
Yeah.
Having to pay rent each month.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want my attention?
For me, money is like really hard to be motivated by because I just like grew up without a good, like I didn't grow up with a good enough, I don't know how to describe it. My parents didn't instill in me like how important money was. Because of that, I lacked the incentive for money, which is bad. So money's not a good motivator for me. But for me, it's just like to hang out with friends or like to stay with my friends. I need to be like certain place somewhere to be doing certain things. That's my motivator.
I think that's why I care about money so much, is because I want to be able to experience these things with my friends and like, I want to be able to do these things. And now I want to be able to buy all the nice things for Peepo. So I have 2 motivators to make money besides paying rent.
I think quality of life definitely very high on importance list for me. Continuing what I do right now, I'm really happy. And I just really don't want this to go away. And that's my biggest motivator to keep going.
Like my like ideal life would be just to have like a shit ton of money so I could just take all my friends on vacations. Maybe stream like for content only, just to like have fun and not have to worry about like an actual stream schedule and just like produce like natural fun content.
Produce content because you genuinely just love producing content.
Yeah, I genuinely.
Not having to, rely on money.
Yeah, I genuinely enjoy making people laugh, both chat and like my friends. And so living a life like that while also like being able to relax, go on vacations, explore, and eat good food, like that would be the fucking life.
Like being able to like order an alcoholic beverage with like your meal without thinking, oh man, that's an extra like $10.
$10 only?
Or
It's like
more.
15.
It feels like it's 15 to 20.
Imagine getting a nice dinner with your friends and buying like a wine bottle for the table without stressing over it.
A nice insignia or Opus One.
Sure, those are words.
This makes me think about the topic. I was talking to someone about how I don't know how anybody, like I commend the people who stream by themselves. I don't think I could ever like push through streaming by myself. Like the only reason why I can push through streaming is because I have friends who I can like rely on if like shit goes wrong. I have friends who I can rely on to like improve myself. I have friends who I can like fall back on. Like I have friends to like who experience the same things as me. Like I don't know how I would do any of like streaming or anything, or like push through it without friends.
Same, I agree.
Like anybody who like streams by themselves and is like continued to push through with it, I like commend you because I would not be able to do that.
It just sounds really lonely.
It sounds so lonely to me.
Yeah.
I
Streaming
don't
with
think
friends.
it's possible.
It sounds so lonely to me.
I think to a certain extent, like people, like even the top streamers have like a network of friends that they fall back on, you know?
I would hope so. It's so mentally taxing to do everything that streaming involves while bearing this like publicity, like on like this, I don't know, everything, like by yourself. I think that's just like insane if you can do all that by yourself. I would not be able to ever.
I think like thank God I had Leslie in the beginning, but it was so hard for even us two in the beginning because we only had each other. There was no one else really that understood or went through anything else. I honestly think to this day neither of us would be here if we didn't have each other.
Yeah. I mean, we obviously have our chat, we have our viewers, we have our community, but it's not exactly the same as having like a one-on-one actual, like a real connection with like someone else. Like, I hope chat doesn't take that personally. Like, we definitely value you guys and we think you guys are great. It's just, I think being able to talk to someone on the same level as like a close friend is very different from like a viewer. And I think that's just like the reality.
Close friends mean a lot. That's why I always like encourage like even people in my chat to become like close friends with each other. I actually think it's such a big deal to be able to make close friends. And making close friends is not easy. It is not easy. I don't think I felt like I had close friends until like well throughout college. I didn't even know how to appreciate the friends I had who were actually being really good friends to me. And then I didn't understand what I wanted in a friendship either. Like it took so much time for me to understand what I wanted from a friend and how to be a good friend. And only then did I get like really good friends and good friendships. I don't know, friendship is so important, and it's definitely something that takes effort and a lot of time. Yep.
It takes effort, time, and also it can't be one-sided. So I think a friendship or any relationship becomes toxic when you're the only one putting in effort, and you have to have like the realization that if it's not being reciprocated, then you have to have the self-respect to take a step back from that relationship.
I think it's just like have a good friend. Like being with a friend should never feel like work. Like you should never walk away from like a friend feeling like emotionally exhausted. Like I feel like you should feel like energized by them. So I think if you ever like are in a relationship with someone, like I'm not talking about like romantic, just like any kind of relationship with someone, and you walk away from it and you just feel tired, like they wore you out. I feel like you should step back and wonder like what the nature of your relationship is, if you're giving too much and not taking at all. So.
Sometimes, isn't it crazy? You step away from streaming and you just feel like you're on top of the world because you're so energized. Like sometimes you have those streams where chat literally fulfills exactly what you need to feel so fulfilled and energized. I think that feeling is one of the best feelings of streaming. When you turn off your stream and you just feel like you're so happy and energized.
But then like, yeah, those streams are great and they're fucking fantastic, but like the nightmare of streaming is that sometimes you also walk away from the stream thinking like, man, that really didn't work out. Or like a lot of what I did today, like I felt like I didn't provide good content today. Like you could have made your chat like extremely happy, but then if you personally didn't feel good about it, like it could ruin your day. And that's like it's like a total mental game, which sucks. But like those days where like you just feel like you're on top of it, everything feels really good. That's like that's an amazing
like lined
feeling.
up for you.
Yeah, that's why I feel like streaming is like very much like in extremes. Like it just I don't feel like I ever have like an average day of streaming. Like oh like that was okay. Like
Like that was the usual.
Yeah.
yeah, it was more just like that was a good stream or that was a bad stream.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks that it has to be such like it has to be so drastic for me.
I actually think you're a pretty new streamer still. I'd say after you stream for a while, the sample size of streams just gets so big, and you do start to feel that like streams are a bit more normalized down the road. So maybe right now you're experiencing like a lot of variations.
I think overall I've been pretty lucky though because like I don't know, just like I've been really happy with like how my stream has been going. I've been really happy with like the people I've been collaborating with and like the stuff that I do. Like yeah, honestly, like a lot of my solo content is glorified like reacting streams, but like you know I enjoy doing it because I think it makes people laugh. But like yeah, the collab content in particular makes me really happy. So yeah.
I don't think reacting streams are bad. People like to enjoy things together, which is why they want to see your reaction. It's like sharing something with your friends. Hey, did you guys watch this clip today? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, did you try that food? Hey, did you read about that? And it's just like sharing something you enjoy.
That's true.
So
I think it's just like, you know, a lot of people like to downplay it as like, this guy's not fucking doing anything. He's just sitting there watching videos. And
Tell that guy
do it
to watch a
himself.
clip and think about how he's reacting when he watches that clip. It is so hard. I talked to Chad about this yesterday. It's so hard to actually watch something and accurately react to it outwardly. Because most of the reacting happens in your head. When you watch something at home alone, you're not saying anything. You're just viewing it. But when you're streaming, you have to communicate what you're feeling. You have to communicate what your reaction is outwardly to an audience. And that's actually way harder than people think it is.
I just embrace it. Like, yeah, I am totally a reacting Andy, and that's just what I do.
I think you did great.
No. You know what's funny though is that like my reactions to things are like way more. I don't know. I just naturally am more vocal when I know someone's listening. Like when I'm playing games and shit, like something bad happens, like I'll be like, fuck, holy shit. Like I'll have a reaction. Like even if I'm not streaming, like I just have a natural reaction. But I'm just remembering like today, like something went real fucking bad, real fast in a game, and I was just like. That sucks. Like I was just like I didn't react to it at all. It's like no off stream. It's like as soon as you have an audience, like
Yeah.
it's like a switch turns on.
Oh my god, when something bad happens off stream, it feels so bad. But when something bad happens on stream, at least like you can kind of laugh about it, right?
Yeah, like your cat's getting exploded.
Was that on stream?
That was on the Edison stream.
I almost cried. I genuinely had an attachment with those cats. I went on an adventure for like 2 hours to get those cats, and I was so invested in them. I was so invested in those stupid cats.
The pixel cats?
Just when Edison exploded.
I think it's so funny that it happened. That like
It was great. It was unfortunate, but it was
so
also great content.
intentional, unintentional. Like he set the
Yeah.
TNT up, but he never meant to blow it up, like ever. Like we all know that.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and there's a freaking creeper there. Like, what are the chances?
It's so funny because like you could actually see in the corner of the screen that you see it on the screen for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yep, so anyway, if that happened off stream, I would have just no, I think I would have reacted the same actually. I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset on stream or off stream, I would have been pretty upset. My kitties, they had a fit.
At least you didn't name any of them Peepo. Thanks for that.
Oh, now the new one's named Peepo. He made a baby with Mimi. Bless you.
That's you.
Okay, one more question. Okay.
Peepo's gonna die now. In Minecraft.
Okay. Ooh, what's one thing that other people do that annoy you?
Honestly, what is it that you do that annoys me? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Continue. I really dislike it when people come to my room, they open my door, say whatever they need to say, and they leave the door open. And like my door is now so far from my desktop that I'm like, oh fucking God. So thankfully, like that doesn't happen anymore because everyone knows that people is in my room and they can't leave my door open.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's good.
So they are actually conscious about it. But like before, it would be like, I was going to, and I'll be like, and he'd be like, oh. And he walks away. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like my
That's
room,
a good one.
my room-
That's really annoying.
my roommates have been pretty good about just like things that people would normally get annoyed over in like a roommate setting. So like I'm pretty happy about it. Like everyone does their own dishes, or like people will do like everyone's dishes without complaining, and like it's been good.
It has only been a week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Nice.
It does feel like I've been living there for like a month and a half though.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
Do I just list the other things that annoy me?
Yeah, go ahead. If
I
you
mean,
still-
similar to like the leave the door open one, is like I also hate it when people do the knock knock open door instantly. I'm just like, what was the like, why is my door even fucking closed in the first place? Like, no, please come in. I would love for you to see me naked. You know, like.
But that's actually so true. Why do people knock and then just open the door?
I think it's a parent thing. Like I think as
Yeah.
soon as
Oh
you're
my
a parent,
God, yeah. My mom doesn't even knock, she just comes in.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
finishing something and not replacing it or throwing it away. That's usually pretty.
Oh, you
annoying.
mean like if somebody finishes your milk
Yeah.
and then just, that's it?
They just leave the milk in the fridge.
An empty carton of
Yeah.
milk in the fridge. Okay, that's pretty annoying.
That hasn't happened in this new place yet, but.
Yeah.
I don't know what annoys me.
Just like, I don't know, most stuff is just like pretty basic.
When people say they're gonna give me blue buff, but then they take it.
Did I do that to you?
No.
Okay, why'd you instantly look at me though?
Although I was like trying to think.
I did that to Joyce. She was so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I took red buff. And then she's like, she's like actually in the car. And she like sounded like a demon, and she was like question mark pinging me, like missing pinging me over and over. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm an 80 champ. I could use right now.
Oh, Joyce, frick. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna think of something that annoys me the most. I'm just gonna say something that annoys me.
Yeah. I like doing that to other people, by the way.
Huh? What?
Saying that they can have blue buff and then me taking it from them. It annoys me. I like to annoy people. And just do the same thing back.
Oh.
That's true. You do like to annoy people.
Yeah, I do like to annoy people. Annoying people is so fun.
Real talk, I don't like passive aggressive like catty behavior.
Oh my god, I hate passive aggression.
Like just like fucking, I would rather you just say
You just
whatever you just say
scream
to
or
my,
don't talk
yeah,
about
just
it.
say it to my, just fucking say it to my fucking face.
I can't. Yeah. I was gonna input, but then I forgot what I was gonna say.
I can't.
I can't.
I think passive
Therefore I am.
aggressive. If somebody is passive aggressive to me towards my face, genuinely, how do you even react to that? Like how are you you're just like what? Like
I honestly haven't had someone be passive aggressive with me in a really long time.
I feel
I
like
don't remember.
yeah, I feel like guys get it more than girls. I think girls do it to guys more than anyone does to girls. Does that make sense? Like
It does feel like guys are dense enough to be like, oh, she's being passive aggressive? I thought she was just elbowing me in the face like on accident.
Cause like I don't know, I just don't remember the last time somebody's been passive aggressive to me. Yeah, I just don't remember.
I don't remember.
But I always hear my guy friends saying this about girls.
Isn't it crazy how much like, was it using punctuation could like denote like a feeling? Like because if you could say something which is completely normal and then you add a period and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, they're fucking pissed.
Lowercase LOLs.
Or like the dot question mark. And it's like, oh.
Or answering in like one words.
Oh, the combo killers? That's when you know they're just not interested in talking. Like, how's your day? Good. What do you do later? I don't know.
Are you mad? No. Are you okay? It's fine.
I'm fine. Everything is fine.
It's fine.
Have a good day, okay? Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, okay. I know something that annoys me. Something that annoys me is that, okay, I like... Sometimes
Made a good roll.
it annoys me when somebody isn't communicative. I guess that's everyone. That's such a basic answer.
Oh, I just like, I just like,
Kimi, think of something unbasic.
I just like people that are habitually late to things. I think like once or twice is fine.
Somebody who doesn't respect time.
Yeah.
Other people's time.
Their
Yeah.
own time, other people's time. Somebody that doesn't respect time.
Yeah.
I hate that as well.
Celine's Twitch is Star Smitten.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. Yeah.
Streamers late to stream doesn't count.
When we say we have a stream schedule, it's more like a stream
I-
guideline
Yeah, guideline.
of generally when we may or may not go live.
Yeah.
I think for just chatting streamers particularly, we don't like to keep schedules.
Yeah.
Just because like our content is very much based around our moods.
I think it's actually very mentally unhealthy to keep a schedule for a just chatting streamer. Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're not allergic, are you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I feel like you'd be reacting more if you were.
What?
Nya, 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 nya.
No,
Come here.
no, my chupan.
Come here. Come here, son. Stop misbehaving. Right?
Oh, he yelled at you. Oh
dogs, you understand. He's a good boy. Unless he gets into the Taco Bell bag, then he's a bad boy.
Tacos time.
You know what's funny? Hazel never ever tried to eat any food that was out ever, except Taco Bell like cheese.
Really?
Yeah. So like seeing Peepo be so interested, like makes me convinced that Taco Bell has something in it that cats really like.
Catnip?
Maybe.
Oh, they're feeding us catnip. I don't even know. But like, no, Hazel would not touch any food. She wouldn't like ever. She'd like sniff it and leave it. Taco Bell like cheese was like the first thing she ever tried to like lick. That was like food out.
Interesting. I wonder what's in Taco Bell cheese.
I think but in terms of stream schedule, I think I generally just try to follow. I want to stream X amount of days this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or X amount of
Or
hours.
X amount of hours. So.
I really want to answer the annoying question without a basic answer.
Well,
I feel like
you don't need an extreme thing.
You don't think of like pet peeves in like a guy.
oh, like a pet peeve.
Yeah. Yeah, pet peeves. This is literally like the question about pet peeves.
Oh, okay.
Pet peeve question in a guy. I really dislike guys who are rude to waiters.
I was actually just about to say I really dislike people who are rude to waiters.
Yeah.
Like I love my mom, but she's definitely like a may I speak to your manager type of person.
Yeah, my mom.
Like as soon as they make mistakes, like, can I just talk to your manager? Because I'm like, Mom, please, they could fix it. Look, well, I'm sorry, her steak came out a little rarer than she. Do you mind just? I'm so sorry. Please send it back.
Oh, that's so weird. I've served for almost like 2 years.
Damn, I thought you've been serving for longer.
Only 2 years. Well, I did like other service, like
Yeah,
hostess, busser, expediter.
No one's ever asked to see your manager on you.
No, like I could see everyone. It's cause like the kitchen will mess up. It's like the kitchen's fault most of the time that they put like that's something that they're allergic to in there. But I
That's actually kind of bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's like it's only happened to like my other coworkers and like luckily never me. So I'm just like thank God.
Maybe it's because you have a very intimidating presence that makes it seem like you're gonna kick their ass if they ask for the manager.
No,
No.
you know what that makes me realize. I feel bad for people whose voices naturally make them unheard. Like you probably carry yourself in a way where like people hear you very well. I know there's like people who say things and it just like it doesn't stay in a person's mind and it's not that person's fault and it's not the listener's fault. It's like something about the pitch of the voice that makes it just like fly over people's heads.
I have that problem a lot. That's why I act. So my natural tone is very. What's so funny? Why is that not making that face?
like an expression. But go on.
He always makes an expression.
Go on, Kimi. It's okay.
It's just funny because Celine was talking about, sometimes I just tune you out.
Yeah.
You're like, I have this problem where like no one hears me. I'm like, I wonder if this is a related issue.
I have this like my natural talking voice is very like chilled. I'd say it's a tone that's very just like blendable. So
Yeah, I guess it does blend well.
whenever I stream, I actually have wait, hold on. I have to like do my streaming voice now. Okay, when I stream, I actually have to focus on my intonation and the way I speak and my pitch and the engaging hand gestures and stuff I use
I do notice that. I notice that a lot.
communicate to people because otherwise no one will hear me. So I have to actually make a mental effort to be more animated in my speaking and my hand gestures to get my point across.
No, it's true. I mean, if you want to leave an impression, you have to like.
Yeah, so for all my people with voices like this that just like gonna trail off into nothingness, like you have to make an effort to really like force yourself to like, I don't know, change your tone or something, enunciate more.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's like the sad reality
Yeah.
of like speech, but it's true. Have you guys ever seen like King's Speech? Is that what that movie
Yeah,
is
the King's
called?
Speech.
Yeah, the King's Speech. It's such a good
Sorry.
movie. Well, I thought it was a really good movie.
It was really good.
And like, yeah.
It's the one with the guy from The Kingsman, right?
I don't remember
No,
the
no,
actors.
I am almost certain it is.
Oh, I think so, but I don't remember the actors.
Like
but
the
it was-
lead agent, like the mentor of the.
Oh,
Yeah,
younger
the
guy.
guy, the
Yeah.
grandpa guy.
Colin Farrell, yes, same. Colin Farrell, sorry, not Farrell. Isn't it? Colin Farrell?
I don't know actors and actresses. But
But
yeah.
yes.
Kingsman. I saw that on Netflix, right?
I don't know.
No.
Do you want me to
Never mind.
I saw that on Netflix,
Yeah,
right?
Joyce was really. I thought Joyce was really
Firth,
into
not
it.
Farth. God, so bad with actors' names.
Joyce was really into Kingsman?
Yeah. It was like a Netflix series.
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
It's a,
You know what?
Uh-uh.
I think it has come to that time of night where my brain cells have just walked out of my brain.
You're talking about the one where this guy, he's like an insane gamer. What's that called?
It's a-
Kings. It's live action and it's either a webtoon or something.
Kings Road?
Kings.
No.
Kings.
I'm
You
not
hate
too
it.
sure. It was something with like medieval royalty. I don't know.
Oh, King's Avatar. That's what it.
oh, yeah.
That's
Are you attacking my cat?
Alright.
No, I'm trying to bait it away from the Taco Bell. Yeah, so cute.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that has been a great podcast.
Woo!
Honestly, I think the alcohol made me kind of tired.
I'm energized.
Hell yeah.
I had a long day today, but this is a fun way to end it.
Pretty chill.
I don't take people away.
Thanks for ending it with us, guys.
Woo! Whoa, sorry.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
This was really good. Your Mojito.
Chug it. I'm kidding. It's gonna be.
Chug it or you don't want it.
Gonna eat the lime. Gotta put the balls in your
No.
mouth. No!
Oh, you
No.
found your opportunity.
No. I was distracted.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
he's so hyper.
He's so hyper right now.
Come back.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow
Yay!
back here.
For what?
Oh no,
She's
not
talking
you.
to chat, not us.
Oh.
We are not the entity she's talking to.
I will see you
Okay.
guys back here unless you guys want to come back here. Then you can come back here.
You don't want another mojito? I can make a soju mojito. Ow, shit.
Lots of soju to get through at home.
And then, I'll bring them over. I'll make them taste good.
I already made them into yogurt soju.
Ooh, okay. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for being part of the podcast. And good night, everyone.
Good night. Wait,
Thank you for
lychee
coming.
lychee yogurt soju.
Good night, guys. Good night, guys.
I'm not bringing people back. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. Good night.
So you were just a fuckhead today. You were an actual crackhead.
He didn't mean it.